No tribes to hold, no spirits near, just beasts who thrive on death and fear. Extinction's whisper fills the air, but survival's law says we don't care.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Faro, Florida. I'm Commodore Zed, your storyteller, and your host for another 6 session rapid fire chronicle of action and feralness and everything that's good about everything. I'm joined by a lot of my friends today. Now, one of them isn't here yet. He'll be joining us shortly. But we're going to start with Retired Levin Bravo. Retired Levin Bravo, introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. Not your character yet, because we'll get into that, but just where they can find you, if they can find you anywhere. Excellent. Peter, tell us a little bit about yourself, just so that people get to know you a little bit. Excellent. Well, we're glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. Absolutely. Now, we are also joined by Sakura. Sakura joins us through text to speech. You'll notice that it will appear in chat when she speaks. It will also appear on the screen. So I'm going to give the floor to Sakura so you can introduce herself to us.
Hi, I'm Sakura. I play video games and tabletops. Hi, I'm Sakura. I play video games and tabletops and all sorts of other things.
Sakura's a great streamer, has a great stream, plays some great games. Now I'm followed. Loves Dragon Age. Now I'm joined by Team Wildwood, alumni from my gaming history. Oh, yep, we got to share. I got to share chat with Saki. 1 second, chat. Start sharing chat. Oh, where'd it go? You did, yep. How do I share chat here? How to share chat? Share chat. There we go. I think we're sharing chat. Are we sharing chat, Saki? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, Nerded Art. Well, let's welcome Nerded Art. Not
I
anyway,
don't
Nerded
see
Art.
it.
And Nerded Art is a very valuable member of
I don't
our
see it.
establishment. I will keep working on it while Nerded Art introduces herself. Excellent. Now the book on the head means he's saving it from the cat, and that's great. All right, so this is session 0, guys. We're gonna go over everything that we need to know as players and how to play as players together. Session 0 is super important. It's always important for every game you play in now. It's been around. First mention of session, I did some research into this. First mention that people can find of session 0 is from 2003 from an RPG.net Usenet group. Oh my God, that cat looks terrible. So what we use the session 0 for is to establish a baseline of what we're playing, our safety tools, our lines and veils, and things we won't cross, things we won't approach. We've discussed a couple of these things in the questionnaire that I sent out originally, but we have players who haven't done the questionnaire because we've had some shuffle in it. So we'll go over those. And I want to welcome everyone to Feral, Florida. This is a chronicle of horror, survival, and territory set in the Florida Keys in 2025. Y'all will play feral predators, changing breeds, fighting to hold sacred ground while hunted by vampires who believe your blood has infernal power. The themes we'll lean into are horror, survival, territory, and legacy. This isn't about superheroes, it's about predators and prey and the thin line between the two. Tone wise, I want you to think feral, kind of dangerous, claustrophobic. The keys are beautiful, but they're also a trap. They're surrounded by ocean, haunted by storms, and stalked by enemies who want you dead. Before we dive in, we'll establish those safety tools we talked about. We'll use lines and veils for hard limits and fade to black topics, a pause tool if anyone needs a breather, and check-ins at the break to make sure everyone's good. The point is, horror should be fun, scary, not personally unnerving and unsafe. So I want to make sure everyone stays safe. I know that seems hokey, but I've been in games where people have had hard times before, and I want to make sure we don't get into that. Now we have a couple people who aren't using cameras tonight. So what we'll do is we'll come up with another way to establish you want to talk to us out of character. Usually we do the reindeer antler on the forehead. That lets me know that you're indicating that you want to be out of character. If you're not using a camera, just do a quick "Hey, I need you" or something like that, and we'll stop what we're doing and talk to you. So let's talk lines and safety. I'm going to go around the room, and I'm going to ask people what their lines are, what they don't want to see in the game. And I know some general ones are no SA, nothing to children. So those things are definitely already, off limits for me. I wouldn't go into them anyway. But by the nature of the game, violence is very much on the table. How much violence is up to you? So, Retired 11 Bravo, why don't you tell me about your lines you don't want to cross, and things like that? Enough? Absolutely. Okay. Pete, why don't you tell me about your lines that you don't want to cross and any safety tools you might want to implement? Looks like we may have lost Sakura for a minute. I don't see her in the in her box. So we'll skip over to Nerded Art and then we'll work our way over that way.
Little cringe. Let's move on.
Okay. And luckily, I don't think we've ever hit on anything too really cringe yet
We have not.
in our play. So far we've had a pretty good track record with it. So far we've had a pretty good track record with it. All right, Team Wildwood, tell me about your lines and your veils and stuff that you don't want to see. Okay. Exactly. All right, Sakura, tell me about your lines and veils. Now, just for the people in who don't know, I give Sakura a little bit more time because she does use text to speech.
I'm
So
still
she
here.
has to.
Just
It takes her
escape
a little
my
bit of
box
time
for
to
a
get the stuff
moment.
together.
I'm still
Like
here.
Wildwood
Just escape
says,
my box
things
for a
have been
moment.
covered.
Like Wildwood says, things have been covered.
Okay, some things that haven't been covered: political violence, the rise of fascism, things like that. These are things that might show up in the course of play based on the nature of the antagonists we're going with. The antagonists are going to be very coded. You're going to notice that almost immediately when they come out. I'm not going to spoil the surprise just yet, but you'll notice it as soon as they arrive, what they're coded as and what we're going to be dealing with. So it's nothing ripped from the headlines. I don't want to I don't want bad taste, but we're definitely we're going for satanic vampires in Key West. You can only imagine what they're really like. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Let's talk table culture for a little bit. We're gonna circle back to this when Crick Crafter joins us. He's joining us a little late because I'm gonna want to get his lines and veils. So we're gonna spin back to almost everything once he rejoins us. But let's talk hey Tinderly. All right, so real quick, well, would you see what it's doing? It's doing it twice with the shout out's weird. We'll look at that later, but that's just something to be exactly. It's just weird. It's something good we can get sorted out. I wish I could go back. All right. Let's talk table culture. First, expectations. This is a collaborative story I'm telling. I'm not telling a dungeon crawl. All right, this isn't a Dungeons and Dragons game. This is a collaborative story. So we're all working together. Everyone gets spotlight time and we'll respect each other's space. So what that means is that we'll try not to talk over each other when we're getting our spotlight scene. We'll give Sakura the time she needs to type out what she needs to type out without overstepping her too much. It happens. We can't avoid it. It does happen from time to time where we're talking and we overrun Sakura, but we'll do our best not to. This is a streamed game. That means we're not just playing for ourselves. We're also performing for an audience. At least I am. I want you to consider yourself game first, entertainment second. It doesn't mean that I don't want you to be entertaining. If you feel like being entertaining, be entertaining. It just means you don't need to act all the time. But keep in mind that your choices shape the viewer's experience too. So it's not just us. We do have viewers. As few as that may be, we still have people interested in watching what we do. What's up, Ticking Time Bob? It worked that time for Ticking Time Bob. It didn't. That was weird. It didn't pop off twice for him. Third, logistics. The sessions will run about 3 hours. If you can't make a session, let me know as early as possible. Because I'm the kind of guy, just to let you know, I will sit there and I will fret and I will gnash my teeth as time ticks down to go live and people haven't maybe arrived. So if you can't make it, try to let me know as much as ahead of time as normal, just because I'm a freak about time. I know other people. It's an old military thing. I'm just a freak about it. I'll post. We'll use downtown Discord between games. There won't be a lot of downtime for this game. I don't really see that as a thing that's really going to come up too often. It's not going to be as episodic as say other games have been. So we'll see how it works out. But I have a feeling that the 6 sessions will take place over a course of just a couple days. So there probably won't be a lot of time for downtime. Expectations. Let's talk about your expectations and what you guys want out of the game. And I'm going to start with Retired 11B. Tell me about your expectations. Who's muted for us? Someone's muted for us? We can't hear Retired 11 Bravo. What? Everyone else say something in Discord. They can't hear Discord. Oh
Something
my
in
god, why can't they
Discord.
hear Discord? Oh, I see. I know exactly.
Something in Discord.
I know exactly why you can't hear Discord. My bad, everybody. That's totally my bad. I made a boo-boo. Didn't move my Discord over. Now I gotta find it. 1 second, folks. Audio captured. Yep. All right. So we are going to, guys. We're going to circle back around to the table to stuff again. But Jeff, tell us about your expectations.
I expect Zed to put together an interesting, compelling story with lots of hooks for us to basically grab and go in our various different directions because we will squirrel. That's what Edie has to say about that. I expect each of us to do our best to focus on being in character while balancing that versus the team dynamic. Because we're none of us are individually a protagonist. We're a team. You can still be in character and all that kind of stuff, but when I kind of hope that we are experienced enough to make sure we leave lots of room for other people, and then I just expect the whole thing to go over pretty well with our viewers, to enjoy it, to chime in our chat and say, oh, and kind of cheer and jeer with us as we step in it. So
Excellent.
that's my expectations.
And since no one could hear you before, give yourself another quick introduction.
Oh, my introduction. My name is Jeff, or Retired 11 Bravo, former sailor, soldier, video game, tabletop game developer, now retired dude who plays video games, paints miniatures, and I stream on Twitch as Retired 11 Bravo or 11B.
Excellent.
And that is me.
Peter, tell us about your expectations, and then at the end of that, just give us a little introduction because no one could hear you before. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. In that case, when it comes to expectations for this game, I expect the wild to meet the weird with a Y. I expect the supernatural to become part of the natural world in ways that we expect and in ways that we don't expect. Ironic when it comes to talking about expectations. But I'm also looking forward to see how, even in that context of the supernatural and the fantastical and the horrifying, I expect to see that there is a similar kind of conflict. Not sure what it would look like, but a similar kind of conflict to those entities that care very much for that natural world, and those entities that do not. And to sort of see how the supernatural is able to play in that space.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I hope I can live up to those expectations. I haven't played with you, so I have played games with you. So my expectation is that you just do what you do best and just role play your heart out like you've done in the one game I've played with you so far. And because it's been fun. So that's my one expectation of you is just to bring it. And I know you will. All right. Nerd at Art. Same thing. Your expectations of me and a little introduction again.
All right. Honestly, I think my expectations are, we've done so many awesome chronicles together so far. I'm expecting to just have a great time being a freaking weird alligator chick and getting into some trouble with some other awesome players. So looking forward to just messing shit up. Yeah. What was the other half of that question? Sorry.
Just to reintroduce yourself because no one could hear you during the beginning of it.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I am Nerd at Art. I am the other half of Team Wildwood. I stream as a vampire on Monday nights in Zed's Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages game. And sometimes I make art. And tonight I am, well, not tonight, but whenever we play, I'm going to be playing Magnolia Mangray. She is an alligator shifter and a mystic from her kind of creepy family clan.
That brings us to Team Wildwood, the other half of Team Wildwood.
Yo. So, my expectations. Well, I know when you just first mentioned you even wanted to do this, even though I was at one point going to be a player, and then I wasn't because the wife was going to be in. But now we're just going to both go for it. I, I am ready for some sweet combat, World of Darkness combat, and I know you were going for a very feral, intense. What's the word I'm looking for? You wanted all of your players to be like predators and stuff. You wanted to just you wanted to have a short session going really hard. That's what I'm expecting. And I've always played a lot of very social characters, and we've had a lot of social stuff in some of our games lately. Even though we got werewolf coming up, and that always goes hard too. I want this to be like kind of have that flavor, have some werewolf flavor to it. I guess if I had to say one thing.
Okay.
Which it seems like I'm looking at the book here and I'm seeing werewolf flavor. So
that werewolf game, I'm hounding.
That werewolf game. Yeah,
I'm hounding. I'm watching.
Yes, werewolf is so good. The last game we played, that Zed story told for werewolf, was just divine.
I've
So
yet
much
to
fun.
get a werewolf game under my belt, and I'm hounded. I'm frothing at the mouth.
Yeah,
That seems appropriate.
It's true. Yeah. And then I'm Team Wildwood. Well, everyone just calls me Wildwood because I didn't think the name through on like the wife's Nerd at Art, and we're Team Wildwood, but then I didn't have a name, so I became Wildwood, and it's confusing, and just let it confuse you. That's how it is. I play a lot of retro video games on the CRT, Nintendo, stuff like that, RPGs, and then play a lot of TTRPGs here, like we're doing here tonight, and a little bit of miniature action thrown in there, and that's pretty much Team Wildwood.
Wildwood's our newest convert into the Warhammer cult. Great.
Indeed.
One of us.
Yeah.
All right.
Retired came over to the house earlier today, and she painted some stuff up with me and showed me the ways. It was awesome.
That brings us to Sakura. I'm going to give Sakura the time she needs, but I can't wait. So tell me your expectations, Sakura. What you expect from me? The little introduction to, uh, yeah, all that good stuff.
I have great expectations, sweet citations,
I have great
good times for
expectations,
everyone,
sweet
also a lot
citations,
of blood,
good times
nice
for
blood,
everyone,
delicious,
also a
and
lot
dead
of blood,
vampires,
nice blood,
reptile
delicious,
power,
and
also
dead
an amphibian,
vampires,
I guess.
reptile
Reintroduction is
power,
I'm
also an
Saki.
amphibian,
I
guess.
play games and
Reintroduction
things.
is I'm
Usually
Saki. I
TTS
play
cause health
games
and love
things.
tabletops.
Usually TTS
I'm playing
cause health
just
and
Max,
love tabletops. I'm playing just
identical
Max.
twin sister, who is far more villainly
Identical twin
inclined,
sister,
yet also
who is
enjoys
far
the
more
human world
villainly
rather
inclined,
more, a real
yet also
dichotomy.
enjoys the human world rather more, a real dichotomy.
Excellent. I can't wait. So my goal is to live up to your expectations of a brutal, fast, furious, bloody game with combat and occult and all the stuff from your character sheets brought into the focus. Because if you've bought something on your sheet, that means you want to use it. So there's nothing more frustrating to me as a player is having something on my sheet that never comes up in game. So my goal is once we're done. Yeah, Jeff?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Didn't mean to. I was speaking to myself.
Oh, no problem. All right. So those are my expectations. Table culture, we be good to each other. Don't try not to step on each other. Let everyone have their spotlight time. We're all professionals. We've been doing this for almost a year now. Pete, you're new, but I've played with you. You're good at giving people their time. And so I've got no worries. Next, I want to get into rules and mechanics overview. This is interesting because this is a different game than some of us have played before. It's the World of Darkness from 2004. It's New World of Darkness version 1. We're using New World of Darkness Changing Breeds from 2007. So your dice pools are your attribute plus skill, and we roll d10s. So I'll ask for, say, I ask for your dexterity plus firearms for a ranged attack. You'll give me your dexterity. You'll add your firearms. You'll come up with a dice pool. You'll roll that, and you're looking for 8s, 9s, or 10s. 8s, 9s, or 10s are successes. In that roll that just happened, the Nerded Art rolled a 7 and a 10. The 1, we get everything at once in this. Fantastic. 1s subtract successes. Remove successes immediately. 10s get re-rolled. Exactly, the Uratha and the Pure rather than the Guru. It's changing breeds, but New World. Exactly.
Mhm.
We won't be dealing with the Uratha and the Pure very much, though. That's not, but they are not the focus. So those are the basics of the rules. Ones remove successes. You're looking for 8, 9s, and 10s. So I'll tell you to roll the dice, difficulty 3. You'll be looking for a 3, 8, 9s, or 10s. And that's what you're looking for. Pretty simple. So why don't at 10s explode so you re-roll 10s and 1s subtract. So why don't we, no one's probably got a full character sheet yet. So
I get pretty close.
you're pretty close, Jeff? Why don't you give me
Yeah.
a strength plus brawl check?
Okay, strength ball 3, 7. Is it a I've got. Am I using my claws? Do I get to use the
Sure, absolutely.
specialty for that?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Is that 2? Is that +1 or +2?
If you're
Plus
using
2,
your
right?
claws, it's plus 3.
Oh, I'm using my claws as +3. So
Yes, it's plus 3.
that's 10.
Right.
And
I'm sorry, using your mouth, you get a plus 3. So you rolled, doesn't matter. On that, you rolled 4 successes. That's not bad. That's
not
four.
bad.
That's 4 successes. Now, in a combat situation, if
I
this
could
was
have
like
just taken half and been better off.
No, you can't take half in this system. There's no take half.
Oh, you can't do half.
You can't take half in this system. In a conflict, what would happen is
that's good to know.
you would take that dice pool that you have, and then you would subtract the defense and armor of the person you're fighting against. So you have that full dice pool. Say you're fighting against someone with a defense of 2 and wearing armor of 2. You would subtract 4 from your dice pool, and then you would roll your number of successes.
Okay, so that would zero out. I basically raked on this guy, but I tore up his leather jacket.
You tore up his armor because the armor absorbs damage. It's essentially what happened.
Right.
So those are how the basic mechanics work. 1 second, I gotta check. Nope, I don't. All right, so those are the basics of the mechanics. It's roll an attribute and a skill, looking for 8s, 9s, or 10s. I posted a combat primer in the Discord. Take a week to review it, look at it. I'm gonna go over with you right now. It's in the Discord.
Oh shit! You know what that means? Man, my guy's gonna be hard as hell to hit.
Yes, with natural armor.
Brawl defense.
Yep.
I've got natural armor and I've got brawl defense. So I'm adding my brawl to my defense at 2, adding 4. So that's 6 plus whatever my armor is. That's nuts.
Guys got built-in braces.
Exactly. Now, combat. Here's how combat works. We start with stage 1 initiative. Everyone rolls initiative, the result of a dice roll plus dexterity plus composure. So you'll take what you should do on your sheet. There's an initiative rating. Make sure that's filled out ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's your dexterity plus composure.
Page 2? Yeah,
yes.
Page 2 has all that stuff filled in.
Yep. Fill all that stuff in on page 2. Everyone rolls initiative. So it's your dexterity plus composure plus the result of a die roll. The character with the highest initiative performs their actions first. So instead of going down, up, we go up, down. So when we're doing combat, to make it easy, since we're not using a VTT, I'm just going to keep track of it on a piece of paper. I'm going to start who's got an initiative 20, and you're going to tell me. And I'm going to go down, and we're just going to go from there. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. This is one of the places where using a VTT would be useful, but I really don't have the space for it. Don't have the space. Any questions about the mechanics so far?
No, sir.
Right, so you're on. Go ahead.
The only one I've got is about where best to find the initiative on these sheets. I think I'm just missing it, like with
on page 2.
Yeah, page
where it
2.
Has the different forms. You've got the guy throwback. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, read down. It'll be size, health, defense, initiative, speed, armor.
That's nice.
Yeah. And then if you do the man guys, it's kind of like this throwback gives you this, and so you just increment it as you go.
You're all ferals or predator breeds, and each breed has unique forms and instincts. Most of you have a war form and a primal beast form. All right, the majority of your power, your biggest power, comes from your ability to shift from your war form and those war form bonuses. So the majority of your physical just oomph comes straight from that.
Yeah. I have a question that might be better for later,
Go
but
ahead.
it is about different forms when it comes to my preferred beast, which is a serpentine. It has the limbless trait in there. Does the limbless trait follow you to War Beast?
You know what? That's a wonderful question. Now is an appropriate time to definitely ask it. Let's pull it. Let me pull it up and take a look.
As your war beast form, are you a big giant snake, or are you like a snake-like person?
Yeah, that's my question. Will my war beast be more of a souped-up, massive snake, or will it be a snake, man, like the more classic? I think
the Yonti look.
Form. I forget what they call it in Werewolf, but
they just call it They actually in this version of Werewolf they call it Garou form. But we're not playing. Yeah. It's war form for us.
Yeah, war form.
What do you want? Do you want to have arms, or do you want to be a giant buffed up snake?
I think at War Beast, I would probably take the four limbs.
Four limbs?
And like the snake. Yeah, like the four man limbs, and then primal beast would probably be limbless.
Well, yes, the primal beast has to be limbless. That sounds
Yes,
good.
has to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not really a snake. You're more like a Komodo dragon at that point.
Exactly.
Which is there's
One of us.
Komodos. There's Komodos.
That does sound cool too, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I flopped around. I flopped around for a bit. And we can get into it later, but when I first started off, I wanted to be like a Python-esque thing, but we had a whole bunch of muscly reptiles already, so I was like, I'm not going to be able to out muscle any of these guys.
Your muscles aren't that terrible though. You're still doing pretty good in your war beast form
Yeah.
with strength plus 2. It's no strength plus
Yeah.
4, but it's pretty good. All right,
Yeah.
so there will be some house rules. There's no pumas. Tentatively, there are werecats in this game. There are werecats in this game. No one is playing one, but there are lots of different werecats. One is even a warehouse.
No one
There
is
even a
playing a
warehouse
mammal
cat
at all.
you could have been.
No one is playing a mammal at all.
Nope, no mammals.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're all reptiles.
We are mammal free.
Hey, if we're looking for coterie names, we should start with cold-blooded.
You're an amphibian.
So for homebrew rules, I'll be doing some rules that have to deal with storms. I'm going to kind of steal them from Wraith, the Maelstrom rules. I'm going to adjust them for hurricanes.
That's cool.
And such, because it's Florida, and there will be hurricanes.
I like that.
I dig it.
Okay.
I dig it.
That's awesome. Good call.
Feeding, you don't really need to feed in this game, but essence is a thing. If you want essence, you have to eat the flesh of animals or humans, which you're not necessarily allowed to do, but it might be something you have to do under the circumstances. So there'll be kind of custom rules for hunting. So think of that might be something that comes up. Actually, breaking your harmony might be something you have to do to survive, and that's kind of one of the themes and moods of the game, which we will get into shortly. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of a session 0. Character creation. Some of you are done. Some of you are working on it now. Some of you may not have even started yet. Speaking of, they were talking about Hurricane Michael from 2018 on the Weather Channel today. Cat 5, that was near me, did a lot of damage. I don't know why I didn't hear you say that, Saki. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
didn't say it.
You like go down the line
I didn't
and
say
kind of
it.
figure out what we got.
Well,
No.
I ordered that.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to go down the line, and I want everyone to tell people what you're playing, the basis of what your character is, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll go into actual character creation step by step. Jeff, why don't you tell us first about Cletus?
Well, I'm Uncle Cletus, and he's kind of a hillbilly, redneck, survivalist, you know, gun running, swamp runner, blacksmith kind of guy who doesn't want to tangle with the locals too much, you know, just kind of stay out here, do my thing with my people, and let's just leave all the weirdos and all that to themselves. But he's a gator.
He turns into a gator.
Turns into a
Hell
gator. Yeah. He's big. He's tough. He is I'm going to the sheet. What I've got thus far is his concept is hillbilly blacksmith. Accord is den warder. He's there for his kin. Breed is cold kings. And species is whiskey croc gator. So yeah, he is a swamp runner. He's there for his family, especially got little nieces and nephews running around barefoot and dirty. Not super smart. His wits and resolve are okay. He is a physical beast, mostly in stamina and strength. He's only got a dex of 2. Presence is manipulation, not really there, but he's composed. Let's see. Of his skills, he's got craft forging of 4. And occult, because there's weird shit that goes down out in the swamp, y'all. Physical, he's athletics and brawl. He's got survival at 2 with a specialty in foraging. And he has a dot and blades, which I may or may not keep. I may put that somewhere else. Let's see, what have I got here? I've got all my social is pretty much all bluster. It's all intimidation. Not so good at anything else. He's got a dot of animal kin because there's stuff there. That's all to be messed with. Favors are straight out of the book. Dark Sight, Fang and Claw, and Natural Armor. Aspects are the Unsettling Eye and Warrior's Restoration. And that's what I've got so far for aspects.
Which level of
merits.
warrior's restoration did you pick? Because that's a beefy aspect. Not that I'm against it at all. I love it. I think it's a great one.
I think I was doing pretty much all my points. Let's see. I'm not sure yet. That's a TBD. Merits, we get Acidic Memory for free. Danger Sense is 2. Quick Healer is 4. And Brawling Dodge is 1. So that's my 7 points there. Yeah, he is focused on hope and wrath. So he tries to keep others going and all that kind of stuff because he's kind of the old man, helping people out and stuff like that, trying to keep everybody buoyed up. Willpower 6, Feral Heart 1, Essence is 7 with his Harmony 7. I'm probably going to buy that down a little bit to 6. But that's still not sure. And that brings me to page 2, and I haven't gotten into page 2 yet.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I've got so far, system and concept wise.
Very cool.
So does it sound doable? Does that sound like something you guys want to work off of? And I can adjust what I've got off of what you guys have if you guys have something cool.
Like it.
Yeah, we could definitely flex. But yeah, he's Uncle Cletus. He's got a ready Ford pickup and
Cletus, I love it.
Cletus. All right, so I want to go to Peter next. Peter, why don't you tell us about William?
Sure thing. This character of mine will be William Nalick. Friends call him Bill.
Nalick or Malik? M or N?
N. Nalick.
N. Nalick. Okay. Thank you.
And he's a serpentine changer. I'm thinking of making that serpentine form be very much like a cobra, like a Samar cobra. And it would be his concept is very much a supernatural is a serpentine scout. He has spent his
invasive
life
species.
In similar
Invasive
areas.
species.
Yes, very much. He's lived his life very much in the wilds of Florida, but he's done so with his father. He may have had a similar upbringing to Uncle Cletus, being out there. His father seemed to have been very in tune with the wild places and seemed to have attracted the attention of who would become his mother, a werebeast that had been brought to the Keys by the same forces that are kind of hemming us all in here, and in their meeting, they eventually had William, and he's kind of lived with his father ever since. Mother hasn't really been in the picture for a long time, for almost ever since he was born. He's kind of grown up on the edges of larger cities and managed to get some notoriety there, but has very much been searching for his mother ever since his first change and ever since he's learned a little bit more about himself. And that is what eventually brought him to this pack that we've all formed here. I think the few things of note, because my sheet is very much not in the same spot. I'm very much got an empty sheet, mostly over here. but he's got some weaponry skills, I think, with stick fighting. I think he started off uh, just learning offhand from his dad with a shillelagh, did some Kali stuff near to the cities, and seems to have that going down. I'm thinking of putting stuff in a similar spot, maybe to know of a cult. Probably not that many points, but most of what he's going to be doing is being quick. He's going to be quick. He's going to be venomous. He's going to have a bite. He's maybe going to have a spit. We'll have to see how, like, what choices I make when it comes to Melusine as a breed and stuff like that. Yeah, he's going to be quick. He's going to be poisonous. He's going to be able to smack with stick if you need to, and he's going to be able to get information for people. Those are kind of the things I want to get done.
That's cool.
Awesome. All right. So
Stealthy, quick,
spicy. So your sheet's pretty blank right now.
Yes.
Do you know how to make a character sheet, or because that's what we're here for? I can help you. We can get you through that right now if you want, or at least get you started.
I know a little bit. Yeah, I've think at least for changing breeds, I know there's usually a point pool for each character. I'm sure that's in World of Darkness rather than changing breeds. I was looking there for a bit, and I think I may have been looking in the wrong spot.
The footer on the sheets are really good.
Yeah, the footer on the sheet will give you all the dots that you get to spend.
Literally everything you need.
I didn't even see that at the bottom of the sheet.
Yep. The
okay,
footer
attributes
tells you
5, 4,
everything.
3.
Yep.
Same thing on my part. Awesome. I'm gonna start there. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up and start putting points. That's huge.
Yep.
All right. So
what we like to do. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Tell them our tactic.
I was gonna say what we like to do too is we'll get our sheet to a certain place and then just set it to Zed in the Discord and be like, hey, how's this looking?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's exactly what I'm doing.
Feel free to hit me up.
Suggestions, stuff like that.
For those who don't know, my full-time job is doing tabletop.
Minds think alike. When I'm done with this, I'm going to be doing that same thing. I'll give you a first draft.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, my full-time job is TTRPGs. I get paid to do
goal, this. I just got to give him the sheet with my fumbling, point buys and stuff, and hopefully the math is right, and then I'll give it to Zed and says, I want him to be tough and kind of fighty and kind of inbred. There we go.
Kind of inbred. All right.
Work your magic.
Nerd and Art, tell us about your character sheet's pretty much done with Magnolia. Tell us about Magnolia.
Yes, Magnolia is she's an interesting one. So she, as Saki mentioned, is a twin to Jess, Saki's character. She is the daughter of a woman named Serafina Cruz, who was an alligator shifter who was born in New York City. She migrated south where she met Dylan Mangray, who happened to be a human part of a well-known clan of gator shifters who operated an airboat business down there in the Florida Keys. They were both kind of the black sheeps of the family until Serafina had twins, which kind of fulfilled this weird family prophecy that the Mangrays have, where every generation a set of twins is born. One becomes the tooth or the protector of the clan, and the other becomes the tongue or the priestess of the clan. And they worship kind of an interesting entity that they refer to as the Old Drown. It's not really a spirit or a deity. It's that feeling of drowning. It's that swamp decay that creates life. It's that silence of being sucked under. So she's kind of an odd duck, she has weird visions. She gets weird senses about people. She curses people with bad luck. And she's got not a whole lot of fight in her. She's not much of a fighter. But she is fast and she is stealthy. What's gonna go?
All right, you cut out for a second there. I feel like you peaked. But
If you're talking about being stealthy,
you're talking about being stealthy.
Oh, I was saying she's definitely not a fighter, but she's sneaky and she's fast. So
Nice.
that's kind of her thing, I guess.
right, you are quick, yes.
I love it.
And you're pretty your armor, right? Your resilience. It's
That's
pretty
Yeah,
insane.
as a croc, or a alligator, a whiskey croc alligator, we all have natural armor that is pretty dang tough. So that's something that all the alligators will have in common in this game.
it's going to be very tough nuts to crack. Team Wildwood, tell us about Greg.
Yo, Greg is a weretoad. He's definitely. I know he's. I didn't even know I was playing until like 2 or so hours ago. Like I retired and Cletus here, so we're kind of working it up. But he's got a sense of justice, and that is going to be taken out on some vampires. I got some eco justice in my bones, and some vampires are going to be the way I'm going to take that out. I'm going for definitely. I saw the jumps in here, so in giant. I wanted to be a real big toad, real big jumps. I haven't really figured out how this system wants to get my tongue to work, but I'll get it out of the book one way or another.
Extra limb.
Extra limb, there it is. Thank you. Let me go pluck that in there. But yeah, I'm always I love working with the groups and stuff. That's one thing about werewolf, the pack mentality that we have, and it's like we all end up falling into these like almost heist level archetypes that we all just know our job and how to get it done and just set us loose on some fools. In this case, vampires, and that's super exciting. I'm hoping to go for kind of some pack stuff and be a bit bulky. And yeah, I haven't dug too far into the sheet yet, but I'm getting it together here, getting it going. I also I like to kind of see what other people do and start tweaking my character a bit based on that as well. So I'll lean into what some people are doing stuff just to help get a nice synergy going. I'm excited. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Greg the Swamp Toad. The Were Swamp Toad.
The Were Swamp Toad. That brings us to Sakura playing Jessamine.
By the way, too, while we have a second. Where can I find aspects?
Aspects. Start on page. Page 74.
Same background as my twinsy. Obvious reasons, but is the fire. She likes the human world and the animal world. Big Florida Gators fan. Go sports ball in animal form. She's big and brutal. Efficient and ruthless. She also has access to all forms. Topping out at a size 9 gator dire beast. Tries to maintain a good balance, but is not so great at being a person at times.
You took the aspect to let you have all 5 forms. That is a great aspect. What is that?
That sounds like a really good aspect.
I barely know what that means, but that's got to be insane.
Okay, so instead of just having Krinos and Gator form, she's got Glabro and Hispo as well.
Right, she's got all the other like
in
betweens.
All the in between shapes.
That's fantastic.
I might have to take that aspect.
Hybrid forms. Most pharaohs only have 3 shapes.
Street sharks.
It is. This aspect grants the 2 additional forms: Throwback and Dire Beast. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. She could totally gator street shark and will have like 2 legs, big human legs, but then the rest like gator body, just smashing fools.
Exactly. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
That's pretty legit.
So we're going to go on our 10-minute break here.
And larger than a bear.
And then we're going to get started with...
and larger than a bear.
Larger than a bear. That'll give us time for Brit to get in. Oh yeah, she's larger than a bear.
Dude,
she's a huge
larger than bear-sized crocodile is a terrifying thought.
When we get back, we're going to do character ties and connections. And then we'll just circle around and do a lot of stuff again for Crit, because he's just on his way. He texted me now. He's on his way back right now.
Voice.
He's a little late with us today, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So,
Okay.
about 2 minutes, I'm going to hold us off. So, character creation stuffs. Here's the big thing I'm giving. We're going to be playing experienced characters. So, I'm going to be dropping 75 XP on y'all.
Jesus.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn.
Alright.
All right.
Um,
Cool. Make it
Wow.
rain, Zed. Make it rain.
We're here for 6 sessions. I'm down for that. I like that.
Yes.
It's
All the attributes.
How
It's
is
a,
that
it's a,
distributed?
it's a 6-session game.
How
I'm
is
giving
that distributed?
that is distributed. However, the rules for distributing XP are on page.
On the third page.
We should
of the
screenshot.
character sheet.
Nice.
Page 3 of
Oh,
the.
are you serious? It's on the
character sheet.
sheet
So
again?
it's on the sheet
Holy
again.
hell, it is. The very bottom of page 2. Wow,
Yeah,
these
bottom of
character
page-
sheets are fire.
Yeah.
Also in the book, it's on page 60.
Thank you.
It's an ST trick. Imagine what you're fighting against. Exactly. Imagine what you're fighting against.
Extra limb,
Yeah.
baby.
This
That's
is
genius.
absolutely. Oh, this is a fucking trick. Wow, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna be badasses. No, you're gonna be fighting a fucking Methuselah. In the Methuselah Wars, we're all gonna get fucking.
Thought about that right
Methuselah
now.
Wars.
He was very,
Methuselah's
very
like
readily gave us those
rewrite
points.
reality.
Yeah. I'm taking notes. I'm sweating.
All right,
You're right.
we'll be back in 10
I'm
minutes,
gonna
folks.
death roll
Enjoy the
some
music
vampire lore.
and enjoy the artwork.
I'm gonna death roll some vampire
I guess
lore.
I need to hear this music. Let me switch the Discord over here for a second.
Swamps are breathing, shadows crawl. Moonlight howls, it sees it all. Teeth and claws, no time to pray. Beasts are kings, the weak decay. Feral Florida, the wild runs deep, where the monsters wake and the hunted sleep. No mercy here, only fangs and fight in the savage dark under blood red light. Bodies clash, the air ignites. Predators born for endless fights. No gods, no rules, just primal screams. In the keys we shatter dreams. Bite the night, taste the fire. The blood runs cold, the stakes climb higher. Devils lurk and shapeshifters roar. This is the battle forevermore. Feral Florida, the wild runs deep, where the monsters wake and the hunted sleep. No mercy here, only fangs and fight in the savage dark under blood red light. No tribes to hold, no spirits near, just beasts who thrive on death and fear. Extinction's whisper fills the air, but survival's law says we don't care. wild things play. Fangs in the dark and the night turns gray. No gods to call, no prayers to say. Just claws and teeth in the hunter's fray. Beasts and blood and the fight goes on. Under the moon till the break of dawn. No tribes, no mercy, no love, no song. Survival's the rule in this savage throng. Whisper of battles untold. A feral hymn in the humid cold. Predators clash where the tides take hold. Life's just a
Get one arm and go all tractor burninating the countryside.
No spirits haunt, no shadows weave. Drinks deep where the bodies heave. In the savage dance, no promises keep. Only the strong rise, the rest will sleep. Beasts and blood and the fight goes on. Under the moon till the break of dawn. No tribes, no mercy, no love, no song. Survival's the rule in this savage throng. Shapeshifters prowl with their hearts ablaze. Devils with hunger in their hollow gaze. No room for weakness in these wicked days. Only the cunning can escape the haze.
Check out extraordinary specimen for size.
Storm surge is rising. The wind house so low. All hell's arriving. Gotta reap what you sow. Vampires hiss. What gators bite? In the keys tonight. Gonna be a fight. In the keys tonight. Gonna be a fight. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Keys where the moon cuts deep. Predators prowl while the blood fiends creep. Hurricanes whisper, sky turns red. Every shadow hides teeth, every prayer feels dead. It's Feral, Florida. Claws on the sand. Vampires hunt beasts trying to stake their land. Sacred ground bleeds where the mangroves twist. You survive one night, that's the devil's gift. Cold King circle, gators in the tide. Venom in the veins where the serpents hide. Elders remember when the fire burned free. Now the hunters wear crosses, but they're hunting me. Silver in the knives, storm floods the board. Every fight a prayer, every howl a sword. Not a zoo, not a game, it's a war of the wild. Keys cry blood for the beast exile. It's Feral, Florida, claws on the sand. Vampires hunt beasts trying to stake their land. Sacred ground bleeds where the mangroves twist. You survive one night, that's the devil's gift. Feral, Florida, claws on the sand. Vampires hunt beasts trying to stake their land. Sacred ground bleeds where the mangroves twist. You survive one night, that's the devil's gift.
So I hope everyone enjoyed the music. I did. I thought it was great. Excellent. So we're gonna. I want to do a quick check-in, real quick. We haven't done anything, but it's just ritual. I like after every 10-minute break, I like to go around, make sure everyone's still doing okay. We haven't done anything crazy, so this is just ritual. Everything good with you, Sakura? See, I changed things up this time. Give us the time to think about this. It's okay
I'll
not
get
to be
here
okay.
just on the final points for the sheet. I'll get here just on the final points for the sheet.
Excellent. Wildwood, you everything good with you?
Yep.
Fantastic. I take it Nerded Art is still putting the little one to bed. We'll come back.
I'm actually here. He managed to buy a little bit more time. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, that's for a
We'll
hug.
see how that goes. I'm doing great. I'm just kind of working on how I'm gonna allocate all of this extra XP, like what crazy things I'm gonna take. I'll definitely be taking aquatic and extra limb because those are both things that I thought I had already. And yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Is that for your tail?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
for my
your
tail.
tail. Nice.
It
Cool.
I
gives
have a
you
tail now.
it gives you an extra action, which
Our
is cool.
big ass
Yeah,
tail.
it gives me an
Wow.
extra attack. Yes.
Our big ass tail.
Exactly. To be fair, if it wasn't tail, I was going to be like, wait, what's the new limb? But yeah, tail makes sense.
Jeff, what's your test check-in, brother?
Doing good. I 75 points is like, oh my god. I have no idea.
Good. I'm glad I did that to you. All right, Peter, how do you feel about the 75 XP?
Feeling good in general. I'm feeling good about the 75 XP. Just hearing about different aspects that people have been taking has made me very quickly reach my limits on the the stuff that I am putting points into right now. So I'm happy to have the cushion a little bit.
And all the extra cushion for the extra pushing. I love it. It's gonna be
Agreed. I put too many things on my sheet. I thought that he mentioned that 75, but when I was like, I'm going to leave those for now.
well. I want my philosophy behind this is we are only playing 6 games, and we wanted to see. I want you guys to feel awesome, like it matters, and I can do that by just But no one wants to play a level 1 campaign. Who wants to play a level 1 campaign? Not me. I want to play that Baldur's Gate level 12 campaign. I want to get into the meat and potatoes. I want to be able to cast fireballs and stuff like that. Not just keep missing over and over again.
I'm not
Shadow
worrying about the
Shadowheart,
75 till
exactly.
later. Want to 100% the basis and can do that no stress. 100% also, Wildwood, check out extraordinary specimen. Also, Wildwood, check out extraordinary I'm not worrying about the
Extraordinary
75 till
specimen.
later.
Saw that.
Want to
It's
100% the basis and can do that no stress. 100%
Also,
the basis and can do that no check out extraordinary specimen. Also, Wildwood,
Check out
Ha,
extraordinary
perfect.
specimen.
Yeah, perfection.
Ha, perfect.
Check out Extraordinary Specimen. It's been a minute since I looked at it.
It's good. So yeah, I'm just like I'm a rare, like, I reflect the maximum of my breed potential, and I in my primal form, my strength and size are increased by one. So I'm just kind of an exceptionally large toad. Just adds to my other things.
Nice. Nerded
More
Art,
and more sides up.
you have foretelling, correct?
Yes, I do.
Good. That means I can give you visions. I love
Exactly.
that. I love being able to give visions. I love that. It's a good way to maneuver plot and to get people where you kind of want to get them. It's a good way to progress story. Let's see what else is out here.
Yeah, give it up. Give it up, Boning Cat.
Good reminder for me to take True Breed.
True Breed.
True Breed.
True Breed
What's that?
is, I mean, now that you got 75 XP, it might be worth it. When it was just basic character creation, I didn't see True Breed being.
Oh, Saki was talking about this one
Right.
too, right?
It does make a lot of sense for our characters because we come from a line of shapeshifters. So it's basically for someone who was born into a family that includes at least one shapeshifter. So you
I
grew
didn't
up
read on that a bit.
I
being
have
taught
telepathy.
the ways.
I can
Exactly.
talk to your mind.
Also, I'm
I have
considering
telepathy.
taking.
I can talk to your mind.
Yes. I took that obviously with the
Nice.
extra that we have. So I also have mind speech. We can speak to each other telepathically. I'm also considering taking pack bond, which means that I could share my essence or my willpower as a reflexive action with Saki. And if we chose to bring Cletus in as our actual uncle and say that he's part of our pack, I could share it with Cletus as well.
Right on.
Well, we're going to get into that actually in a second here, where it doesn't just have to be one breed. Everyone else, if your whole pack can include other ferals as well,
Fantastic.
you'd be able to share amongst the entire everybody.
I love it. Yes, I might take pack bond.
All right, so characters don't exist in a vacuum. We know this. They need character ties. First, PC to PC. Each of you should pick at least one other character and define a past tie between everybody. Did you hunt together? Save each other? Fight each other? Do you trust them? Or do you hate them? Now, it looks like we're second, PC to NPC. Create one or two anchor figures tied to your story. That could be a mentor, a rival, a family member, or even prey you keep returning to. These are things I want you to think about. I'm going to get to you in a second. Third, PC to world. Tie yourself to the keys. What's your sacred site? Where do you hunt? Who hunts you? Don't worry so much about that one. We'll talk about that, but these connections will make you feel like you're part of the place. So I don't know how much you guys know about the keys. I'm learning because I'm running a game there, but I don't know the culture. So I know Sacros from Florida, and I know Nerded Arts and Team Wild would have lived in Florida.
Yeah, Nerdgart's from there. I lived there.
Yeah, I grew up in Tampa, Florida. I did spend about 2 years living in Key Largo, Florida. It's a very kind of laid back island culture. Jimmy Buffett is playing on literally every radio station that you tune into. And it's a lot of drinking and fishing on the beach, honestly. It's very island culture.
Like in a very Americanized island culture.
Exactly. It is cheeseburger in paradise
I
island
live
culture.
as far from the keys as you can and still be in
Florida.
Florida. I live as far from the keys as you can and still be in Florida.
This is true. You will live all the way up in the arm.
And you're still in Florida.
And you're still in Florida. You're close to Alabama, though, right?
Very.
I think. I might be completely off base.
Very.
Very
like the
close.
keys themselves.
The keys themselves are closer to Cuba. Cuba.
I've driven into Alabama for lunch.
Cuba.
I've driven into Alabama for lunch.
Oh yeah, you're way over there. Okay.
All right, so think about Wildwood.
Chewing on this boat?
I'm going to go with you first. Pick a PC, one of your fellow players here, and think of a character tie between you guys.
Character tie between us.
I've got potential one.
Okay, hit me.
Between you and I,
Yes.
partners in an operation, like prior to the pack.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't have to be super prior. It could be something that we even like maybe did after making the pack. But I've got an idea of like swamp runner, like runner go-betweens for Cletus between the swamp and the cities, and you and I would run stuff.
That sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm not going. I don't go to the city. No, that's a bad idea.
No, I like that. I'm down.
But you boys want to do that? That would be fantastic.
He's our supplier for summer operation. We did either like in our free time as the pack or before and then meeting the pack here.
Yeah, that's great. That can help me with like how the pack sort of started to form.
Yeah.
Like that.
And then if you guys are family of Uncle Cletus, that means that we're
yeah,
like.
I figure, when Saki's character was young, Jessamine was a little girl, started her out with, okay, this is how you fight. This is how you fight. Now she's like, dude, I can't teach her anything.
I like it.
she's a beast.
I like it.
She comes over and I have to politely tell her, I don't have a room big enough for you anymore. I love you so much. Let's eat outside.
I like that. Now we have ties between Sakura, Cletus, and Nerded Arts characters. What
Magnolia? But she was just weird. She was just.
I wish we knew about
cool.
Crit Crafter.
I was the weird child. That's okay.
He should be here. He should be here momentarily. Yeah. But he's playing another gator. He is playing another weregator.
Okay. Well, I mean that makes it in some regards easy to be how we would.
And as a matter of fact,
I get so many gators.
I can actually go over his responses, so we can get. We do have some of his answers right now.
Yeah, I heard there was a questionnaire that I missed out on.
We didn't know you were playing, so.
Yeah. I'm excited to be in, though.
I'm just glad to be part of the team.
Yeah, thanks for putting me in, Coach.
Okay, there's Peters. There's Keyworks. There we go. That's Josh's. Where does it go? His is number 1. Okay. He is playing an alligator. Andre Robichaud. Always been an outcast, a Cajun recluse in the sprawling bayous, Louisiana, rough around the edges and unapologetic about his odd cultural traditions. He bristled at the influx of tourists seeking viral fame in his muddy realm. What became as an occasional scares, pranks meant to frighten away interlopers, escalated into an unholy series of sacrifices. Each body bore signs of ritual offerings to various Loa. His desperate attempts to turn away the intruders, yet despite the bloodshed, the tourists persisted. So the killings continued, each more macabre than the last. So he's a bad guy. Okay. All right. It was during this gruesome spree that Andre encountered his first taste of vampires. Drawn by the chaos and brutality, a vampire had been impressed yet disturbed by the savage methods Andre employed against the many ghouls he had sent into the bogs. Even those creatures of the night turned away at the ferocity of his violence. But Andre, consumed by conviction, only saw confirmation that the spirits had guided him. If his sacrifice pleased the Loa, he reasoned no force, undead or living, could stand in his way. Well, there's a lot here. I'm not going to read it all. Okay, but he's a vampire hunter. He's a Cajun, so we'll figure out why he's in Florida as soon as he should be here. He just texted me. He said he's on his way back from dropping off his friend, and he apologizes immensely for not being here on time.
Good. He's
no worries. He's definitely a potential adoptee. This is come on out here. The Keys, mellow things out, have a burger, have a beer.
Yeah,
smell the fuck out. It'll be fine.
We might have to. It sounds like we could group defuse him. but I do like he's got all the workings of would be caught up in a group with us for sure.
Oh yeah,
Vampire hunting croc
he's
is
the
already
South
troublemaker.
Florida
know
is
about
not much
Yeah,
different
he's in
from
our wild card.
Louisiana,
South
and in
Florida
fact
is not
has
much
more
different from
swampland.
Louisiana, and in fact has more swampland.
Agreed. Yeah, very similar climates between
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana and South Florida.
Oh, for sure. You should
Oh,
fit. You should
I want
definitely
my
fit right
area
in.
to be like
I
a
think
nice.
the thing is, as much as like out of care, like you would want, it's like okay, just kind of calm down, mellow out. You can come out here. We don't need all the ritual killings thing. It's all that kind of stuff. But then we got vampires. Says, well, maybe he's right.
Yeah, we just got to
Maybe
redirect
he is
it.
right. Yeah, it's like, well, maybe he is on the right track.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. All right. So, other character ties that we have. Let's talk about
Vampires are
how
neither
this
friends
pack
nor
came together,
food.
how it formed.
A real waste of
Vampires are
space.
neither friends nor food. A real waste of space.
Well, they could be food.
That's a
I was
good
thinking
point.
about
Can
taking
they?
that
It's like
ugly
they're
eater.
gross, right?
I was
Oh, I did
thinking
actually.
of taking that ugly eater where he could just eat anything.
Yeah, I took Iron Stomach
And
and
did you take Gross Eater?
Gross Eater.
Nice.
Yeah,
Gross
Iron
Eater.
Stomach and Gross Eater, baby.
Oh, it's
It's all
ugly
going
eater.
in
Okay.
there. And I'm Gluttony, and I took Gluttony. And I'm not taking Gluttony in some other weird sense. I'm taking Gluttony the good old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Just packing
So,
in the food.
Mag's virtue is faith, and unfortunately, her faith is pretty fucked up. So she's going to be sacrificing some vampires to the drown. That's for sure.
I'm about that.
I'm all about that.
We need to do something with the bodies.
Hey, not gonna lie, kind of my character elbows yours on our boat. Vampire stuff has got to make great merchandise. All of it. All of it. You know how much stuff they accrue?
They
They live for
sparkle.
centuries. You know how much stuff they got?
They sparkle.
Oh, our vampires do not
And
sparkle.
they also may sparkle.
Our vampires do not.
They
We do not do sparkly vampires in my games.
We don't do that.
We don't do that here.
Can they sparkle? Can they please?
Well, this
I'm
is
all
a
about
bad day to be
merchandising now.
you, buddy.
Now
But
we're bringing this thing
unfortunately,
full circle.
you have a choice of being sacrificed to my niece for my niece over here and my buddy here. Well, he's just hungry all the time. So you get an A or B. Take your pick.
My buddy's hungry and my other buddy's greedy, so you best watch out.
Yeah.
Spells, gifts, Numina? Is that how that's pronounced?
Numina?
Numina?
Numina. Yeah, Numina.
We're not using some of that. Are we using any of that? What's the digs of it?
Okay, so Numina are spirit powers.
So that's the one more or less now.
Let me see.
Like
Either. Just let me check something.
I mean, I got my spirit on once in werewolf already, and it's probably gonna happen again in werewolf. So I'm not really leaning the spirit direction, anywho.
Just checking something. Numina.
But I was curious what kind of stuff.
Let's see. Animal control, clairvoyance, compulsion, ghost sign, ghost speech, magnetic disruption, phantasm.
Where do those start in the
possession.
book?
Those are
The
in the world of
spells.
those are in the World of Darkness book. They start
okay.
on page 210.
What about gifts? I'm not really planning on doing the spells. What about
Gifts
the gifts
are
part,
in the
though?
Werewolf the Forsaken book, which you do not have.
I don't have that book. I don't think I have that one digitally either.
No, you
Is
don't.
that stuff we want to get access to, or we're
No,
not?
we're not.
using
We're
it?
not going to get access to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, pretty much no across the board for my character on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
straying away.
Cool. I guess I need to go to merits next. Oh, I slipped straight to it. Man, this book has a terrible way to get you around, but somehow it's like magically. Did you bind a spell to this fucking thing or something? Because I shoved my finger somewhere I want to be, and like that happens to be the right area.
Used it a lot, so it must have book memory.
It kind of
Yeah.
does, it is like it's been held open in certain sections. These are important revisitable areas. That might be it. It's got the old memory.
That book does have a lot of memories. That was my personal one. I kept my mother's.
I mean, you gotta, yeah.
What's up, Keywork? Welcome into session
Keywork.
0.
What's up, bud?
Hey, keyword savior.
Keyword.
to you and the wife and the kiddo.
Hope everyone's doing good.
Question: if you take a free skill, is that equivalent to 1 point? If you take a free skill, is that equivalent to 1 point?
In the context of what, Sakura? Extra skill?
Cost of extra skill, I think.
Like the
Every
fangs
time you
and
die by a
favors,
dot.
I want to put more points
So
into
if-
it.
Fangs and
Does it
favors.
start
Oh,
at
at
1 or
what?
2?
Put more points into it. Does it start at 1 or 2?
Oh, let me take a look. Fangs, that's a favor.
Since I
Book
got it
have
free.
does not have the memory that the old one has.
Since I got it free.
Since you have 3, you don't buy anymore. You're maxed out on fangs and I think at 3-1. Oh no, it's fang
It
and
was a
claw.
free skill. It was a free skill.
Yes, it was a free skill that you got for free, and it's at level 3, correct? Let me double check what your level of freeness is.
Yeah, bite is level 3, rake is level 1.
Yes, you can buy it, but you have to buy the new dot times 4, new dot times 5. Know what up to 5 does though? It doesn't say.
Oh, it looks like the base merits are in the World of Darkness.
World of Darkness book. Yep.
Wad.
But
There's a lot
first
of them.
dot is free.
I was
There's-
wondering why I was
But
looking.
first dot is free.
Yes, the first 3 dots are free for you basically. You got 3 dots of that, so you basically have
Okay,
it maxed out.
got
There's
it.
nothing for 4 and 5.
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, so yes, there's a lot of merits in the World of Darkness book. Fighting styles. Language, encyclopedic knowledge, listing awareness, unseen senses.
Can you tell me where those start offhand?
Yes, I can.
What
They
page?
start on page 108. So
108.
probably 109 in your book.
Yep, 109 took me exactly to it.
I would be looking at things like fleet of foot. Giant means you are huge. You're a size is 7 or more feet tall. So you're a size 6 human.
Wait, Giant was in a different section of my sheet.
Yes, giant should have been in
I thought it
merits.
was Oh, I already have done some merits. Oh, there's just a spot for additional merits.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I already have Giant, Iron Stomach, Strong Lungs, Unseen Sense. Not sure how. If I'm using all of those yet. Those are just ones I've thrown on here that I'm interested in.
Okay. Anyone have any other questions about character creation or character ties? I'm not wrapping this section up yet. I'm just having some quick questions. Here he comes. Oh, I think.
Uh-huh.
All right, he should be here just saying he just got home. Then, all right, that's cool.
No, I think I got it worked out. I got the favors sorted out, so I'm just rocking the 3 that come with the whiskey crock. And then I'm gonna buy into aquatic and extra limb so that I can use my tail as an attack. I'm gonna up my truth sense. I'm gonna take mind speech so that Saki and I can communicate telepathically.
I think that lets you communicate with everyone in your pack. if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can use that for basically anybody. Taking True Breed is only 4 XP, so I'm going to go ahead and take True Breed. And I'm also going to take Pack Bond, and I still have 5 XP left over. So I think
dope.
I'm feeling good about that.
Dope. Very dope. Jeff, how does 75 XP look to you? Any ideas what you want to spend that on?
No idea. I am so overblown. It's like, I have no idea. I'm just creating a spreadsheet so I can do the math.
Feral Heart. No one has talked about buying Feral Heart yet. Let me
Don't
just
know what it is.
Yes, that is a good thing that we should at least cover. I've seen it on a couple of things that were intriguing me, like Brave Escape. I need to remember where that is from, but that's a term I'm remembering. I believe it's an aspect, but it uses Feral Heart. So for
I bought 1 point as my base level.
Feral Heart
I
does.
bought 1 point as my base level.
Nice.
Everyone starts
Feral
at
Heart
1.
does cost 8 XP per new dot times 8.
New dot
for
times
Feral
8.
Heart.
And it doesn't really do anything till you get to like level 4. But when you get to level 3, you get your attribute maximum goes to 6. So where you're normally capped at 5, at 3 Feral Heart it goes to 6. That's pretty dope. If you got the I mean, if you can make it work. But everybody starts at Feral Heart 1.
Okay. I'm sure the cost of Feral Heart is on the sheet somewhere now that I think about it.
New dot times 8.
Yes.
Put Unseen Sense under merits, but I can't find it in the WAD book. Oh, maybe that's because it's in this book. It said there was a few in here, wasn't there?
Oh, Unseen Sense is in the World of Darkness book.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
God, this is
You know which
heartbreaking.
section?
Yep. Unseen Sense is on page 109.
This is heartbreaking. I've needed to spend an amount of points that gets rid of my 69 I had before.
Oh,
no. Well,
I'm really going through
it
it.
had to happen eventually.
Yeah. Honestly, it might be a line I need to cover.
Plugging all the points in of everything I want, and then I'm going to see how much that eats of my experience, because I know I picked too many things.
Where is this? What is it called? Tricks. I think this is an aspect. Type it in though.
And I have the maximum number of aspects I'm allowed to have right now.
What is that maximum? And why is that your maximum? I'm not familiar with this rule. You have to enlighten me.
Just filled the sheet
Oh,
up, I take it.
Yeah, didn't you just say that if I'm only Feral Heart 1, I can only have 5 or whatever?
No. That's your attribute. Like your strength.
Attribute.
Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I got you. Okay. Oh, you can push those past 5. My gosh.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can push those up to 6 if you're Feral Heart 3.
Damn. All right. No, I've got 5 aspects currently, and I bought 2 extra favors.
What happens if you go to a Feral Heart 2?
Feral Heart 2, nothing.
Okay.
It's kind of a waste of. I mean, you get a bigger pool of essence by 1, but you get a -1 social penalty.
Okay.
Damn it, Feral Heart 10. You have you can spend 15 essence a turn. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Holy crap.
I might have to hold off on spending that XP on Feral Heart 2 then. Ooh. I'll circle back to it. I'm sure I'll have many more opportunities to spend big points.
Absolutely. How's 75 XP look on you, Sakura?
I'm not putting anything in yet, but making a list of interesting things.
A lot of interesting things. I kind of wish we had more. I had more time to,
Yes.
to
Yes,
get you
there
guys
are.
into more books, or I would open up.
Yes.
I would
Yes,
up.
there are.
I would open up Forsaken, and I would open up the Book of Spirits for spirit powers and werewolf powers and mage for mage powers if we were doing a bigger chronicle. I just don't want to overwhelm the character creation process right now.
I think that's totally fair.
Sure thing.
Oh man. If I'm doing the math right, I might take one less level of truth sense to take razor skin. That's awfully tempting.
Yeah, right.
Razor skin look nice.
Yeah,
Same
razor
with
skin's
there
really
was
good.
another one too. Quills sounds really awesome too. Kind of
Oh,
same
yeah.
general idea above it there. I was thinking about adding those to my toad, and I could grab these with my tongue and then just like stick them to me, whip them back and stick them to me. But I think I'm already getting. Zed hasn't asked me how that 75 experience points is looking yet, but it's looking like it's gonna pad out my. My eyes are larger than my starting points. I guess it's the best way to put it, but those that should help pad out my.
It should definitely help pad out things. That's what I was thinking it would do.
There's so many cool sounding toad things, and I'm like, add this, add this, add this. It's like, well, there's some serious points being spent here.
Then I want you to think about the things on your character sheets that you definitely want to use. What do you kind of want to
That's what I'm
highlight?
doing right now.
And I will write stuff highlighting your attempt at using those abilities. Anytime you get more than 5 successes in this system, it's considered a critical. That's how they do criticals in this. 5 successes.
Okay, 5 successes.
5 successes is a critical.
Damn.
I mean,
So you can stack some nice pools and get a lot of successes if the dice are being a bit kind.
remember, you're looking for 8s, 9s, and 10s.
That's true. Last time we were playing this sort of system, 7s were also.
It could be 6, 7s, 8s, or it could have been anything. The difficulty
right.
was based on what the storyteller decided, and then there was a number you had to achieve. It was annoying. Wraith 20 was annoying. This system is a lot more. This system is a lot more streamlined.
Yeah, after a night of rolls, my brain starts to be able to just see the 8, 9s, and 10s and just be like, oh, 3 successes. Like I don't have to remember that second layer of like what are the success margins and then how many. It's just how many.
Exactly.
Flows much better. That's why I like the new werewolf and vampire dice where they actually have insignias and you just get used to what insignias you're looking for and you can count real quick your successes. No, I don't see anything that I took that actually needs me to stat out in any specific way to make it happen, which is very nice. I think I have a lot of freedom with my attributes and my skills.
Doing some filling out of my baseline stuff that I've been overlooking.
Absolutely.
Moving.
Okay, so razor skin is a 3-dot favor would cost 21 XP. Is that correct?
Let me double check, but I think you're right. 3 dots, 3-dot breed favor, new dot times 5, 15. No, it's an other favor. So 3 dots times 7, so 21. You're correct.
Okay.
Remember your respect as well. You get two respect from your aspect, and one you get to choose. Respect is like your renown. It's exactly what it is. It's renown, just interchanging breeds terms. They have cleverness, ferocity, insight, loyalty, and passion.
I took partial change because I want to be able to use my code tongue as a human.
That's
I want to be able to fire
wild.
out an absurdly long tongue as a human, yeah.
That is
Because I have that
wild.
gluttony and whatnot, and I'm like cool with eating anything. If I see like something and no one's looking, I'm just gonna be like brat and just eat that shit in a split second.
Yes, I love it.
And someone's gonna be like, "What happened to my tacos?"
That's dope.
I had to
We
do
were
it.
talking before about stuff we were looking to do.
Yes, stuff you were looking to do.
I'm thinking of putting some dots in science to try and make poisons out of my own venom at some point. Do you think that's a better do you think that's a skill that would be like a crafts thing or a science thing?
Crafts.
Okay.
Crafts. That's a cool
That could
idea.
be dope.
That could be
I
really dope.
also, unless I can't afford it, I was thinking of taking 3 points in Venom too, so you could even like science ups and craft ups, which ones you guys doing? We have
Craft.
like other Venoms to work with. Craft.
I'm gonna think
Try mixing our Venoms, see what that does
oh,
when you throw it at a fool's face.
His thing and his like I don't know, not his magnum opus, but the thing he's experimenting with most of his new like bestial nature is how to create a poison that affects the undead or the vampiric, something that affects their blood.
it's a great idea.
And he's
Yeah,
doing that with the anticoagulant venoms that he's got.
Play style.
that sounds so sick.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we've got like homemade safe houses and hiding spots for different contraband we sell, and in them he's also got little mobile labs. Like he's got little stations where he has different stuff.
Some
So I
fun
want to do
examples
content
of things
warnings.
I want.
I want to do a
Some
content
fun
warning.
examples of things I want.
Quick healer, needle teeth, razor skin, size, water breath, grave misfortune, keen sense, and spine bite. Spine bite is dope.
That did sound cool.
Oh yes, I remember reading that a little bit. Isn't that like an execution?
All on the
move?
list.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All
It's
on the list.
all on the list. I love it. So I want to talk content warnings. This game is taking place in Florida in 2025. It's not going to be exactly our world. It's going to be worse. So everything that's wrong with the world right now, turn it up another notch. So from the 9 we're at now, turn it up to a 10.
Yeah, we're gonna have another ice, situation, and here we go. Ice getting taken out by fucking
It happened. That did
shippers.
happen.
Could something like that happen? Yes. Something like that definitely could happen. There's a highlight. I really enjoyed that scene, and I'm likely to do it again. And it's not going to happen in Wessex, so it would be
Yeah, no ice in Wessex. That would be
that'd be weird,
slightly unusual.
slightly unusual. But there will be content warnings for violence. There will be lots of violence. It will not be any long torture scenes. I know people are definitely against that, but there will be violence. There will be eco violence. There will be political violence. There will be all sorts of violence in every type of shape, form we can think of.
Down with
We are going
Alcatraz.
to be rampaging through the Florida Keys.
Down with Alcatraz.
Down without Florida. You guys are going to go. Well, maybe there will be an analog to that if people are into that.
Yes, Bubba.
Wow,
Auntie
that
went
kid's
home.
still up. You're doing a good job, buddy.
She's gonna be extra tired to sleep. That it's all a part of the plan. I've done that.
Exactly.
I've done
You
this.
did
His
nap
bedtime
today.
timer goes off at 8 p.m. I'm just waiting.
I've done this plan myself. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
His bedtime timer doesn't go off until 9. We rolled his bedtime back like a month or two ago and never fixed that. His nap
Oh,
timer
I
goes off
see.
at the right time.
Well, either way, he's going down in about 11 minutes.
Unnerving cry. Okay, that's the first one that's actually.
Unnerving cry. Let's take a look at that one.
Yeah, I've been looking for ones that need certain skills or attributes to make them be successful, and that's one of the first ones that actually has a role as it and a successful presence.
Here's a question for everyone. How old are you? In game. How old are you?
Early 20s.
40.
The twins are in their early 20s.
Early
They're
20s.
still, yeah, they're still pretty young. They're still trying to prove themselves in their new kind of like alpha pair position they have in their clan.
I'm thinking he's not much older. I think Bill's like mid to late 20s, if that.
The late 20s. How about you, Wildwood?
Now, how old is Greg? That's what I'm thinking. How old is Greg's? How old is Greg? I feel like Greg needs to be. Do 33.
33? All
Yeah,
right.
Greg's 33.
Downstairs
That just
mix up.
happened. Where do I even write that up? Where are you at here? Age.
Would your characters eat a human? Purposely or accidentally?
Honestly, yes. Yes, she would.
I'm unsure. I don't think Bill would.
Slap your age into this bad boy. Am I going crazy or something?
No, it was just a random question I was asking.
Oh, I'm sitting here looking where
A
I put
last
my age.
resort or in extreme anger.
Just a
She is a
random
war
question.
beast.
A
last resort
Oh,
or
good.
in extreme anger.
You say
She
that,
is a
but
war
I'm not a
beast.
age.
Hey,
Fox.
right? And that's not like nearly. I don't know. This might be the first sheet that hasn't asked me for my age, so sounded like perfectly logical question.
Really logical question, right off the rip.
Vampire sheets are weird about that. They love putting it on there. What's your age? Tell us now.
Oh yeah. How many hundreds are you?
Yeah.
I want to see one of those vampires that like tells you age by showing their fingers and stuff, and just have to sit there and just be like over
40,
and over again, 'cause
53
they're in the
years
hundreds.
old.
How
40,
many are
53
you?
years old.
Good God.
Do your characters even like animals?
What? Of course I like animals.
I'd say she definitely loves anything that lives there in the swamps and the wetlands for sure. She's known to favor her beast form and spend a lot of time in it.
Like humanity?
I mean, you know, I mean,
Magnolia does not care for it.
I could take them or leave them. But I'm thinking,
Bill thinks they're great customers.
fair. There's money to be made there.
What do you think of the other things that go bump in the night?
There's other things.
Burning.
Leech has got to die.
Love of animals to a degree,
burning-
Yeah.
mostly as
Yeah,
food. Love
burning
of animals to a degree,
mostly as food.
The vampires. I have major problems with vampires. My character does there for sure. I think that's where the humans get a pass. I have such a thing for like the vampires that I think that actually makes me pretty okay with the humans.
Especially if their names start with an I and end with a Y, and there's a V
Right?
in the middle, then he really freaking hates them. Just really
Let's
hates
not
them.
do that again. Can we just stay away from?
BBEG might be named Ivy.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna fuck with me.
Ivy, Queen of the Vampires.
I'm here for it. Like, you probably even had in the works before you realized that I'm going to be a player too. And you're like, oh, she's going to be here, but now she's going to be here and she's going to give me nightmares.
I'd happily shred the
I mean,
vamps to bits.
Fighting your character specifically.
I'd happily shred the vamps to bits.
You can happily do so if her name's Ivy. Just get it, Zach. Don't even hold back. Don't even ask back. I'm going to tell you right now, session 0, you're good to go. You get a freebie on that.
Kind of sounds like pretty much all of our group agrees that vampires are kill on sight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
They captured his mom, and they've now been hunting him his entire life. He's ready to eradicate all vampires that he finds, and generally views the rest of the supernatural world as kind of the crowning achievements to be in competition with. He sees a lot of the interactions between them as being challenges, things to overcome.
All right, let me get this up and running real quick. And we are being joined.
Oh, Crit?
What's up, Crit?
Yo.
Hello.
Hi, Crit.
How's it going?
Hi, Crit.
Very good,
How's it
brother.
going, nerds?
Hi, Crit.
Hey, guys.
It's going.
You wanna can you put your virtual green screen on for me? If you want.
Sure. Just give me a
Absolutely, yep.
second.
Let me
Where the hell
fill you up
is
in the
my-
camera, yeah.
To replace it with an actual green screen, right?
Yep. And then I'll just throw a filter on you.
Give me a second.
Should have had the
I'm sorry
filter.
if you hear the. I'm sorry if you hear the kid in the background. I'm just waiting for him for mommy to be ready because we just got back home. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. We have
you're
other
fine.
kids in the
Yeah,
attendance
mine's
too.
been in the background. Probably both of our mics.
Childwood is
Blaring at
chiming in from time to time.
Yeah, well. Where the hell is my green screen? Just give me a second. I'll just make a new one. Yeah. Then
I lost all mine because the freaking NVIDIA app updated.
Yeah,
Just
the
like,
NVIDIA
oh,
app is
God.
all weird
Bro,
now.
you don't need to do that.
that is so weird.
We need to set up our real green screen back there.
I have
Okay.
one, but it's a hassle to just put it up.
Such
So
a
I'm just
hassle.
I'm just gonna go with the virtual one for now.
Yeah.
We found this one on Amazon that you can hang from the ceiling and then pull down like an old projector style at
Yeah,
school.
or
and then roll
something
it
you
back
just
up.
yeah, something where you just like yeah, absolutely, 100%. That would be great, but okay, give me a sec.
To
back
install some
here.
hooks.
Yes, you
green.
do need real lighting skills to make an actual green screen work.
That's what I normally use. For everything I do, normally I use the real one. Okay.
The thing that took me a while to learn is that you have to blast the green screen with enough light to have no shadow from you hitting the green screen. It's just
Yeah,
got to be like
100%.
solid green, one color, and then you can tear yourself out. Biggity bingo bango.
Bingo,
Is that
bango.
fine?
That's beautiful. You're a beautiful man, Crit
You
Craftus.
could green screen for Pete's and grab that blue. It'd probably work as a green screen.
Yeah.
All right,
You
so
notice that, Dad?
we're gonna go back to the beginning a little bit. Welcome,
Ooh.
welcome,
Yay,
welcome, welcome.
I'm here.
All right, so Crit, what I want you to think tone-wise, we're going to be leaning into themes of horror, survival, territory, and legacy. We're not playing.
Awesome.
This isn't about superheroes. It's about predators and prey, and the fine line between the two. Now, I've gone over and I read your response, part of your response to the crew.
Yes.
So they got a little bit of idea about your character. So I'm just going to go through my agenda real quick, cover these
Sure.
things with you, then we'll get you caught up and we'll get you good to go. We'll talk about table culture a little bit. You're good at this. You do this yourself. We're doing collaborative storytelling. Everyone gets spotlight time, and we respect everyone's space. Sakura uses a text to speech for health reasons, so we give her a few extra moments of silence to let her get her points across while she's typing them off. You'll get the rhythm very quickly.
I do. It's
Everyone
unpleasant.
does. It's a rhythm you'll pick up.
I do. It's unpleasant.
Are you gonna, Saki? Are you gonna be using a special voice for Jessamine, or are you gonna use this voice?
Like when we did Wraith.
Yeah, like when we did
Remember that.
Gaius. That was awesome.
I might.
Gaius, that
Got
was
to
it.
see what I can find and create. I might. Got to see what I can find and create.
Excellent.
Nice.
Sessions are gonna run for about 3 hours on Saturdays. If you can't make a session, let me know as soon as you can. That way I can adjust overlays and things like that, so we don't have an empty spot. I've got 5 player overlays, and we can adjust to whatever we need to for a week.
We should make a few more just at the ready, maybe a 4 and a 7, and then
Yeah.
we'd be like covered.
We'll be covered for everything, exactly. Rules mechanics. I don't know how much time you've had to look at the mechanics of the rules. So
Enough.
Enough.
I was already familiar with werewolf more than vampire, and I just gave the refresh and I watched the video of like the new update rules and stuff like that. So it's cool.
Because we're not
That's a
using
good
we're not
idea.
well we're not using updated rules. We're not using W5.
Oh no! So I used I
Yep.
checked the wrong thing.
It
Then.
happens.
No, so
Okay, no, it happens. We're playing New World of Darkness from 2004, 2007. It's Werewolf the Forsaken, Werewolf the
then I'm good.
Vampire the Requiem rules.
Then I'm good. I got the Forsaken books and everything. I'm good with that.
Okay, excellent. So character creation should be simple.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's the treat. You're getting an extra 75 experience points to make your character.
That is amazing.
Yes. So that's what people have been working on right now. Been working on that, but you get another 75 experience points on top of your character creation dice.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about Andre.
So Andre's from the boonies. He's a Cajun. So don't worry, friends. I got that covered chair, and the very very suave Cajun French accent. He is a nut job, and uh, he will be a. I believe we settled on coyote. I think.
Not going werewolf, a were-gator.
Oh, I mean, we were originally going for Were Gator, but since you had other people doing that, I also pitched the idea for that, and you didn't tell me which idea you preferred of the two.
I like either. I like either. So because
so a gator absolutely fits with the whole I live in the swamps, and I'm a voodoo type guy.
Like
so,
everyone
yeah.
else.
When I was reading your response,
Like everyone else.
yeah, we have we are a gator-rich environment. The more gators, the better, because it fits. We have no mammals right now. We have 3 gators, a toad, and a snake. Throwing another gator in there is absolutely fine. So if you want to go the gator route, but your coyote is cool too.
My main inspiration was the what's his face? I don't know if you ever watched the old cartoons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Leatherface.
Yeah,
I know.
Like Leatherhead.
Leatherhead.
I think maybe.
Yes, Leatherhead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Hell yeah, that guy was great.
That's pretty much like, yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't know if he had a Cajun vibe too, but yeah, he's definitely got that.
Yeah, he has like he looked like a cross between Crocodile Dundee and like a were-gator, so that's kind of like I'm going for.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how much I should get into details of who he is, but yeah, he's not really well in his head.
I got that from the human sacrifices that we read about in your thing.
Yeah, he's like, he's really into the whole like voodoo thing, and he yeah.
Love it. So
He's not a nice person.
what brings him to the Florida Keys?
He had to relocate because uh certain things were getting a bit too hot on his heels, and he probably rubbed off the wrong people the wrong way. So yeah, that's why he moved.
Okay, I dig it.
He made some probably some some kindred enemies.
Okay, so guys, let's think about players, girls, guys. Let's think about PC ties we could have to Andre, so we can bring him into the fold. Take a few moments, think about how you could tie
We
to
got our
Andre.
own little clan going over here with Uncle
If he's on the
Cletus
run,
and
I
Nita.
can. Yeah, I can totally see our clan kind of taking him in if he's on the
We'll
run
take him in, keep him out of
from
trouble.
Kindred. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's 100% on the run.
Did you mention you're going for a voodoo kind of thing too?
Oh, he's owning that, like, absolutely,
Okay.
the whole thing. He's
You'll
yeah.
you'll fit in well around my family.
Okay, fair. He talks funny, like, he talks with the Cajun, the French Cajun accent. He's the type of person that you also, the guy that you meet at a road bar that's probably been more fights than like everybody else together, that just like takes one shot of whiskey and then wants to get down and throw knuckles and shit. That's pretty much like the
Yeah,
spirit I'm going
we could
for.
have
Like very
taken into the
rowdy,
clan.
very
Yeah, we could have taken into the clan.
Yeah, you could absolutely bring this fella in. We could calm him down a little bit. It's all right. We do things a little slower out here. It's fine. But the funny thing is, go ahead, Zed.
Say hi, Raiders. Welcome to
Oh,
Session
sorry.
Zero.
Welcome in, Raiders.
So we're
Hey,
like
guys.
doing. I'm doing a
Welcome, Raiders.
kind of a
Welcome,
heartwarming kind
Raiders.
of Uncle Cletus, um,
nice.
and he is a straight up hillbilly swamp runner
What were
Nice.
you
who
all up
doesn't get
to?
along with humans very
What
well.
were you
So
all
there's
up
things,
to?
That's what William and I are for. We kind of
but
act
that's
as an
cool. We
inter.
got a couple boys that go out and they do runs and they a little contraband here and there. We stuff like that. But we try to keep it on the DL and all that. It's all laid back and cool down here in Florida. And then
Now,
I got one niece. I started teaching her to fight. When she was about knee high to a grasshopper, and I don't even
yeah.
mess with her anymore. And then we got the other one. She's just kind of weird. She's kind of woo. Yeah, so you'll fit right along. So
Here's
yeah,
another question: do you need muscle or do you need other things?
We need muscle.
I'm a
I'll be the muscle.
monster.
I'm building my guy
I'm a
as much.
monster.
I'm doing as much tank as possible. I think Saki is like tank and spank.
Gotcha. So
So
what do we need? What do we need? Because I'm ready to fill in. Like, if you need somebody more spiritual, I'm ready to do that because it fits with the whole thing. If you want somebody that's more like a murder machine, I'm okay with doing that too. I don't mind doing like whatever. It's
Well,
really up to you.
remember, the were gator gets a +4 to strength anyway in the
So
war
I
beast
will
form.
be a machine. Okay.
And no matter
yeah,
what you
you're
do at
gonna
the end
fucking
of the day,
Automatically
destroy
machine.
things.
at the end of the day, you're an automatic murder machine. And I've got this
Yeah.
vision in my head of maybe it's a scene at the end, I don't know, where the 4 gators each have a limb in a mouth, and they all just start death rolling in different directions and just tear a body apart. I just have this vision of it.
Absolutely. All right.
Nearly killing players. Ooh, that's a federal offense. Killing
Fun
characters,
times.
on the other hand, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Fun
Killing
times.
players, whoa, that's harsh.
Whoa.
Bwomp womp.
Social combat is
Let's
that?
fight.
Can we do physical damage with social combat in this
Not in this system,
setting? Okay, I was gonna say. Gosh, that's fun in 5e though. It's so
Do
tasty.
we have Do we have anyone that's handy with a ranged weapon? I guess Cletus, were you going firearms
No.
or?
No,
Okay,
no, he's
yeah.
all brawl. He's all brawl.
Well, I know.
Oh, that's cool to know.
Very easily go ranged.
Okay.
I've got some weaponry skill I've put in, but I'm very much happy to spend some points on firearms.
Yeah.
And if
Okay,
I
got
and I
3 points
know
in forging.
Wildwood was going to do some ranged. Yeah.
I know
Well, my tongue.
karate.
Your tongue, yeah. Extra limb
I
style.
know
He's a toad.
karate.
Hey,
Uncle Cletus make you a kunai.
you guys
We'll
keep
make you like
Hey,
you guys keep
we'll
going
make you
amongst
like the
yourself.
ball
I need
cap
to use
that we
latrine.
can-
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Latrina. Latrina. Okay, his headphones are out. This is the chance we have to add a
All
bunch
right,
of
guys,
extra
let's
experience.
go.
Go. Do some malware stuff. Get the notes. Quick.
So I'm putting
75
6 of
more
strength,
points.
right? It's at
Yep.
sea.
Yes.
150.
Correct.
We all help do the math on that. It doesn't make it double check it as
150.
good.
Double the points. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Truly
Yeah.
insane that we talked earlier about how you can do that. That's
Yeah.
you can get feral heart and then just gain more space in your attributes.
Break the boundaries of the 5 dots
That's so crazy.
and draw a dot on there. It's only when you're in that like crazy form though, right? It'll back off once you dip out. So I mean, but still, 6 dots.
Yeah, feral heart messes with your social though, and Mags can't take any more damage to her social skills.
Yeah, I'm not
Feral
real
heart.
good on the social.
What about feral heart?
Oh, what?
I'm
we're
not
talking
good
about-
at
What?
being a
What?
person.
Oh, hey,
Huh?
you're back.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm not good at being a person.
I'm not good at being a person. That's a mood.
You know, we're twins.
I
We have
know.
that in common.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think between the 3 of us, we are definitely related. I think we don't people so good, but we know how to
I
have a
eat
good
them.
time.
We were talking about that. Well, that perfect. That's actually answers one of Zed's questions from earlier before you're here.
Which one is that?
Creekcrafter eats homies. Creekcrafter
Creekcrafter eats
he's not a
homies.
giant purple, but he's a people eater.
So you
Giant
might
purple.
you might want to drop your harmony down at least 1 and start with some extra XP, 5 extra XP on top of your 75 if you're eating people, because that's a harmony sin.
I didn't know you got you more XP out of it. Like I eat dudes for breakfast.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay away from the people meat, I think.
Stay away from the people
I
meat.
was considering dropping Mags down to a 5, but that's a
LOL.
slippery slope. I
Mrs.
feel.
Retired.
It's a very slippery slope.
LOL.
Once you start eating
Mrs.
people, like-
Retired.
Okay.
So let's talk about the Florida Keys a little bit. Let's sketch the Keys. This is Florida Keys 2025. Tourists see beaches, fishing, and bars.
There is
But under
not
the
a place
surface,
called
it's contested
Kokomo.
ground. Vampires rule.
There
Keys.
is not a place called Kokomo.
There is definitely not a place called Kokomo.
Set.
But the vampires rule Key Largo. They hunt pharaohs to drink blood, believing it gives them satanic power. Out in the mangroves and bridges, you hold sacred sites, places you won't abandon even if it costs you your life. As a group, decide what claim you're making in the Keys. What's your shared goal? Do you want revenge on the vampires? What do you protect? What territory do you claim as a band?
A second. I want to be sure of that here.
I definitely my input I kind of want to have based off of Nerded Art and Sacra really because they've just been there, and I think whatever vision they have of this nonsense there's going to be something I
I'm
want
right
to
along.
dip in and out of. Yeah, I'm here for that ride.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have some like ancestral home that is probably there in the Everglades, very close to Key Largo. And then I know you wrote some backstory for some NPCs, and you had written like that story about the bridge with the Mire Lord basically attacking the vampires. I feel like we could almost do a thing where like our territory kind of borders on his, and so maybe we team up if there's a threat kind of thing, and that's, you know, part of the story. We're helping him, he's helping us. Our ancestral homeland, you know, the Mangray clan homeland is under threat from these vampires.
Mini crit.
Yeah, it's mini crit because he was having a bad time in his crib. So
That's okay. We understand. We're all parents.
Mini
Most of us are
crit.
parents here.
Unleashed mini crit.
Awesome. Give it up.
That cat is.
Give it up.
So
She just
when
wants
you're
my
saying,
lap so bad, but I got this is all right.
so when Nerded Art, when you're saying that you'd have taken us in and everything, like what's your recruitment area? What's the hangout area of the crew? You'd say. Do you
I
own a
should
bar?
probably
Do you?
I should probably have like a house or something out in the sticks.
We need
Yeah,
a
so
Like
bar.
a hub. We need a hub with a bar and all that kind of stuff.
We need a bar.
we
like
had
a
imagined
bar.
that our family
Gonna be a
runs
swampy bar.
an airboat business. And they're known
Okay.
for giving tours of the Everglades, and specifically for being able to find, you know, these huge alligators to display to these tourists. Wonder how
I
they
have the
find
din
those.
merit, so we have a small community
So,
of
you know,
family.
we're kind of
So we have a small community of family.
exactly. So we probably have some stilt houses kind of out there in an isolated part of the glades, and then probably some sort of setup closer to town that we would run the airboat business out of.
I figured
Eh,
I would set up I'd probably get I'd probably get resources as a merit to have like a little compound that looks like it just came out of Southern Comfort. You know, where you've got some boats and you're on the water, and you know you can take a dirt trail that take you out to the highway, and yeah, and on the highway there's probably like a bar there, and you say take a left at the bar, that'll take you, follow that little dirt trail, that'll follow that till you run into water and you're there. So yeah, don't worry, you can't go too far. You go too far, you end up in the swamp. So like in
and
the water.
what type of agreement do you normally go by if you take people into your tribe?
I don't know. Don't be a dick. Well,
Don't be
T
a
minus
Yeah,
a dick.
It's so
don't be a
easy.
Yeah,
dick.
we're
Um,
family. Don't get any of us in trouble.
exactly.
okay.
We're all family. We're a community of shifters. You know, secrecy is important to us.
Yep.
Discretion is important to us.
Yep.
Not
Define
all of the
define
family, but some of
define
the family
trouble.
worships some. Yeah. Well, you know, if we knew that you were on the run from kindred, we'd still support you because we have our own problems with
It's
vampires.
all right.
We don't. Yeah.
I got one rule, and that's just that you always tell me the truth. If you tell me the truth, we'll work through that shit. So
So I'd
there's nothing we
probably
can't figure out.
be I'd probably like if I go I'd probably be like, hired muscle type thing and live in a hovel somewhere and do
Yeah, we
weird
got an
shit
outbuilding.
there. And
We got an outbuilding. It's all yours. We hear things. We just knock first.
just
He's a
like,
weird kid.
going closer to it, like going
You're
towards the
not
house
doing
would probably be
anything
like,
weirder than Max.
hey, what are these weird
You're
like
not
witch
doing
Blair
anything
things?
weirder than Max.
What are these like weird like Blair Witch things hanging from the trees?
I was
It's
gonna say not all of the family, but
Then
at least
again, I
myself
am
and
also an
like my
active
maternal
participant.
grandmother and
Then
all of them
again,
have taught
I am
me
also
our
an active
religion.
participant.
Exactly. Yeah, we worship kind of an entity that we refer to as the Old Drown, which is not really a spirit, but basically like the idea of a death by drowning or the decay of the swamp, you know, that kind of thing. So we've got some pretty out there religious beliefs ourselves, and at least our feeling is that you keep unto yourself and we keep unto ourselves, and you respect us, we respect you, you know.
Yeah. You doing some weird wackadoo shit out in the outbuilding? That's none of my business.
None of my business at all. That's all you.
The
You're
The
muted.
bar idea sounded kind of cool.
Crafter, you're muted.
Haha.
Yep. There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Hello.
Hello.
This is interesting. Sorry, I'm having some microphone problems. Sometimes my microphone just needs to be reminded that I'm the boss. Uh, no, the bar idea is actually interesting. So if there's a bar nearby, I might actually be like, hey, they need a weekend bouncer. That's probably my link to society. Just being like, this is where I get my meager money to buy booze and just
Yeah.
subsist.
Well, and
And
like the
assemble.
social aspect of it, I was curious. I mean,
Yeah.
the storyteller can let us know, but like, how do we hear about vampires or learn about vampire? Like, how do we do the hunt? What's especially we only got 6 sessions. I don't want to have to spend 3 episodes building up how we learn about the vamps. I take we're gonna go in knowing or something.
You're gonna go in knowing that the vampires often hunt. There's a war going on between the pharaohs and the vampires. There's a story in the Discord you should take a chance to read when you get the opportunity.
Okay, I will.
There's a bunch of lore that I posted that you wouldn't have caught up on because you weren't in the game. But it goes
Yeah, I
into a
didn't know I
lot.
was playing, but
Yeah,
I'll check it out for sure.
it goes into a lot of this. But the it's the Order of Saint Eligius, which is a group of vampires that's been hunting pharaohs in the Middle Keys for over a decade. So this has been going on since around the mid 2010s.
Oh, so they're hunting us,
They're
and we're
hunting you.
hunting them.
Right, you guys are mostly not doing the hunting yourselves. Pharaohs are getting jacked and fighting back. Is what's happening. When the vampires are powerful.
Are they?
We're
Go
about
ahead.
to go hunting, is what you're saying.
Like we represent the fight back. It's just now happening.
Well, I'm going to give you a little hint on the first story. It's going to become personal
Okay.
for you guys. The hunt's coming to you,
Gotcha.
and then you're going to respond from
Oh.
there. And
All
then,
right.
Okay.
so it's going to be. I can give the basics of the chronicle. It's going to be 6 sessions of a hunt, basically, through the Keys during a hurricane to stop the rising of a blood god.
Okay. I can
Hell
get
yeah.
behind that.
So
I can get behind that.
So a little bit of underworld,
Okay.
kind of
Oh.
mixed with some.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be high action. Sorry, my
Blood
voice
for
is
the
like
Gator
leaving
God.
me tonight. I'm
Okay.
Blood for the Gator God.
Stephen Dorff? No, Stephen Dorff.
I'm not as worried
Yeah.
about the bar either now.
Yeah, I know Stephen Dorff. That's from isn't that from
Blade.
Blade? Yeah.
Yep. Deacon
Uh,
Frost.
yeah, Deacon Frost. Yeah.
Yep. And then Blade
Nice,
says
gosh.
some motherfuckers always
Oh
trying to
man, I
ice
want to
get a
watch
pill.
Blade now.
We got a
Yeah,
good movie.
Saki's
Man, I
got
wish they'd
points
get him back for
in.
a new movie.
I was gonna say if Saki's got points in Den and Retired's also talking about taking points in either resources or Den or something like that, it sounds like we'll have enough places that we can at least safely congregate.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got that's part of what we talked about. So you got a little bit of territory. All right. What's your shared goal? What do you guys want your shared goal to be?
I'll be honest. If I've been taken in on the run, there's a whole thing about the voodoo religion and anybody that practices that it's really around family.
Mhm.
So it's probably like, I've been given a new family, so whatever they want, I'll fight tooth and nail for it.
Personal goal. Get drunk as a
If that makes
size
sense.
9 gator.
Well,
Personal
like,
goal.
you get
Get
to-
drunk as a size 9 gator.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, that's a personal goal, but yeah.
Best goal. This is the pack's goal. Yes.
But no, so I'm probably more of rather than a shaker and a mover, I'm probably more of a follower. And like, just if if they've taken me in and, the pack is important. So, and chosen family, like, we are of the
Yeah.
Bloods. So I'm gonna murder people like without even like blinking if they ask it, and I'll hide the body and I'll take care of it and so forth. It's just like absolutely that's pretty much my drive, I'd say.
that kind of works perfect, honestly. You just happen to show up at this time where the actual like bloodline for everyone is being threatened, so you have an easy in. It's like if you help,
Yep.
just
And we'll,
us from being extinct, you're in.
I
Okay.
think we'll probably like early on, probably even session one, we'll be having everybody have a sit down and say, "Yeah, I don't know if you're ready for this or not, boy, but we're going to war. We're gonna go kill us some fucking vampires. You down with that?"
Yeah, vampire killing time.
Ace.
All right.
If
I mean,
we're
I don't want to assume anything, but
if we're a biker club, I'm an enforcer. It's basically
yeah.
it's like whatever you say, boss.
All right, let's go fuck up some fucking kindred.
Well, four Crocs were mostly a biter club, but still, you know.
Fair.
Don't don't sell yourself out. You know, you're the toad still kills with killer jaws. It's a
He's
killer.
hopping
We're
to
all
it.
That
killers here.
powerful bite, that very gummy,
Yeah, the powerful
bite.
bite.
He's hopping to it.
The powerful bike of the toad.
Yeah.
Hopping to it. I love it.
I'm happy to joke about this because I know it's coming up immediately in this. Like by the end of this campaign, that toad is going to have killed an alarming amount of things. Like it's not
Definitely.
like I've been overhearing the point selections you've been doing, like how you're points. He's just
ready.
just for Crit's knowledge, he's making a true monster.
We're trying
Welcome
to
in green
I- I-
tears
I-
do. I
and
thought
friends.
about it overly. I know
Welcome
when
in
we first
green
started to
tears
do
and
this.
friends.
Yo,
And green tea
Um,
rooms.
Zed almost didn't want me to do a toad because he wanted me to just be such an apex predator. He wanted everyone to just be like so overly predator that he was almost like not down
I'm
for
pr-
non-predator things.
I'm
Commodore
pretty sure
Zed
a
must
toad
not
is a
know about the Jurassic
It is
prehistoric
now.
that was
a,
that died
a
in the
toad is dangerous. It's just that it's so small that it can't do anything to us. It's not that it doesn't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
We've
I figured out ways to pad that out.
It's
I made
awesome.
him
the surface
ginormous
world
and
simply
whatnot.
hasn't had the opportunity to see this many points get spent on size. That's all.
That's for damn sure. I got another one guy added recent too. I can't believe how many different size bending things I have at this point.
Yeah. At some point, Bill is gonna scream "Puff up" at you.
That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to
Okay.
use this unnerving cry and do a ginormous toad croak. That's a mess of dice.
What does that
And
do?
all the
Unnerving cry.
and all of the windows nearby just shatter because of the vibration of it.
Apparently, anyone that's not aware of it coming just gets a 2 dice penalty. It like throws them off on whatever they do
Zed is
next. And
storytelling a
if it's an
new story
exceptional
called
success, they get
Feral
a
Florida,
-4
using the
dice
changing
penalty
new
for their
setting
next
called part of the world of darkness
using the
world,
changing breed
vampire,
setting,
werewolf,
part of the world of
etc.
darkness world, vampire, werewolf, etc.
Yeah, it is a blend.
One within 200 yards is affected. That's crazy. -2 penalty on an
Yeah,
exceptional.
right.
It's a -4.
200 yards. Just this absurd croak, just ripping through everyone. It'll be fun if I can rock that.
Question for you, Zed. Where can I find the gator information?
The gator information in the changing breed. Do you have the changing breeds book?
I do have the changing breed.
Okay, then.
Changing breeds book.
Page 198.
198.
198.
It's under the whiskey crock template. That's what we're using for gators.
Whiskey croak.
The which one?
Whiskey crock.
Wait.
I think there was a couple quick changes. You were nixing one thing or something. Ignoring something.
Well, our
if you're doing the
size,
croc
our
around
primal
gators.
beast size is 7 as opposed to whatever they listed as, which makes our war beast size 8.
Okay.
That was the
give me
only difference.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go put Mini Crit to bed. I'll be back
No problem, man.
shortly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
And then Zed, I did have a quick math question for you on aspects.
Math.
Yeah, I had started with Truth Sense level 1, and I was considering upgrading it to level 3. But am I correct in thinking that would be 25 experience points because I'd pay 10 for the second point and then 15 for the third?
That's a lot.
Yep. Okay. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna leave my truth sense at level 2, and I'm gonna bank 20 XP. That way, after next session, I can take Razor Skin.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm literally 1 XP away from being able to take that. So.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Wildwood, how's your character sheet coming along? Even though you only
It's pretty good.
I think I'm running into the same thing that Nerd Art did right there, and I'm cutting back on some points. I think I've still managed to overspend. But let me do the math.
In that realm. I got I'm doing my classic working backwards here, so everything locked in, but I'm gonna have to spend some experience, I think, on my trade still. And now I'm kind of working on my attributes and skills. Just the base ones without any experience being spent on those. And then I'm going to see what experience I'm working with after my overdoing it in my traits.
I didn't spend any extra points on my attributes for skills.
spot aspects and merits?
I might not either.
Aspects and favors.
Nice.
I wanted to be able to take aquatic so I could be a good swimmer. Taking extra limb for a tail just seems like well, duh, as a gator.
It's a no-brainer, right? Getting an extra attack.
Yeah.
In a system where there's not a lot of extra attacks.
Exactly. So yeah, that just seemed like a no duh. And then yeah, I really wanted mind speech. And truth sense seems handy, but I wanted to be able to have a little bit more oomph with it. Having just 1 dot in it didn't seem like enough.
Hey, would a bow and arrow be under weaponry or firearms?
They're firearms. Athletics, actually. It's actually under athletics. Thrown weapons and archery is under athletics.
Okay. That's actually very nice. I might not even put points in firearms. I might take up a bow. I should look up before I say that. I should look up the rules for what that looks like damage-wise. It might be a terrible idea.
No, it's not actually. It's not that bad. Okay, let me see.
Be more reliable in the swamps and beaches. Be more reliable in the swamps and beaches.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
All right, so you were saying it was at what page?
For
the gator for changing breeds.
oh shit! I just turned off it.
Page 198.
198.
Page for the last few days.
Whiskey Croc.
I'm Swill
and
having a great time.
the only thing that's different
We're having
is that the
session
size,
zero.
I think the size is listed as
Preparing
a 6,
character
but it's a
sheets. We're having
size
session
7.
0. Preparing character
for
sheets
Warbies?
for next week.
Yeah, size 7, so it's a size 8 instead. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also
Warbeast
smell
is 8,
like
Primal
swamp,
Beast is
not
7.
sewer.
So a bow.
Also smell like swamp, not sewer.
A bow adds
Yes.
3 to your dice pool
Very
to
important
attack.
distinction.
So a bow is about as effective as a heavy pistol or a large SMG. So a bow is viable.
Yep. Especially if you're using wood shafts.
In order to stake a vampire, you will make a dexterity plus athletics check -5, minus their defense, and you're looking for an exceptional success to stake them.
Can I stake them with my teeth?
It is easier just to rip their head off than
Can
it is
I
to stake a
stake them
vampire.
with my teeth?
No, you need to go ahead, Pete.
Does it truly would it work to stake at range with a wooden shaft?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, that does work.
As long as you can manage your 5 successes.
Yeah. 5 successes, that's 8.
Yep.
Another quick question. You had pinned the little the Adrat veteran post for the 35 experience point.
That's for werewolf.
That's okay. That's not the right one.
You're getting 75 XP.
Yeah, so we got the character creation summary and then the
4 of us are alligators.
Yes.
Gotcha. Then we have a snake and a toad. 4 of us are alligators. Then we have a snake and a toad. No Mammal
It's going
Club.
to be a great game. It's going to be very eclectic.
No Mammal Club.
No mammals allowed.
and we use the werewolf
Nope.
character sheet, or
Nope. It's in the.
I'm starting so bad.
You're fine.
Sorry.
You're fine. In the character sheet section of Feral Florida, you'll see the new WAD Changing Breeds 2-page character sheet. It's in the Discord under Feral Florida, Feral Florida Keys.
We all
Sheets
start at
tab,
0.
and you'll see it right
Oh
there.
yeah, got it right.
We all start at 0.
Oh.
All right.
Revival my like stamina. It's stamina and what when you're taking just good old blunt force damage, fight damage,
If
one
it
on
di-
one sparring damage
What do you mean?
for like defending against that.
You don't
Shrugging off damage.
You don't defend.
Oh,
You don't shrug off anymore.
okay.
Nope. There's no more.
Gotcha.
They took out soak. They made combat a lot easier. It's deadly though. It's
Okay.
deadly. So your
So
defense.
there's nothing on your.
Your defense subtracts the incoming dice pool of the attack. So if I have an attack pool of 6 and you have a defense of 2, I'm only rolling 4 dice.
And what's my defense? Does that have to do with stamina? What's stamina?
Defense is lower of your wits or dex.
The lower of your wits or dex is your defense?
Yes. Uh-oh.
What's stamina for then?
Stamina
question.
Stamina plus 3 is your health.
Okay.
I think it's stamina plus 5 is your health. Let me double check that.
Cool. Thank you for that distinction. I'm glad I asked. Actually, it's a little different than the last system. Last time we played with this sort of system, Wraith. I guess my brain's diverting to. I think. That's still pretty okay with my spend, actually.
Stamina plus size. You're size 6 because you took giant. So your stamina plus 6 for your health.
That'll work.
That's why your health goes.
Just fine.
That's why your health goes up so much when you change forms because it's based on your size. Plus,
Good Lord.
Your health levels get crazy in your war forms, my friends.
That's fun. That's fun. That's just good times.
However, if you say you have 15 health levels, but you only have 8 health levels normally, if you filled up all those health levels, they condense onto you when you change forms, and you might die. So you got to make sure you're healing along the way.
Yeah, I actually, to that regard, I took Warrior's Restoration. Sounded like if I'm in the full fray of it.
Yes, you have werewolf.
I got that too.
Style regeneration with if you also take quick
I got
healer.
that too.
Yep.
Gotta have that werewolf regen.
Love it. I love hearing that.
Which one is that?
That's Warrior's Restoration. It's only a 2-dot, and you just like heal twice as fast. I think I maybe still open at it. Warrior's Restoration here.
Yeah, I've got that and quick healer.
In game terms, this aspect doubles the usual rate of healing for a werebeast and lets her heal 1 point of bashing damage per turn rather than every 2 turns. This aspect also heals 1 point of lethal damage every 15 minutes unless essence has been spent. The ability to spend essence and heal aggravated damage remain unaffected. So it's just more healing in the fray kind of healing while we're getting it.
So you heal bashing every turn. Bashing is what you take most. You take lethal from guns and sharp implements. Bashing from being bashed, essentially. And aggravated from the claws and silver damage, of course.
Yeah, that sounds good. That still sounds good.
Question for you, Zed. For the attributes and skill spread, are you using the one from the sheet or the one from the little picture that you got? So is it like one attribute at 4, 3 attributes at 3, 4 attribute at 2, or is it the 5, 4, 3?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
I'm using the one on the bottom of the sheet.
Okay, thank you.
Because the one that you're looking at is for werewolf.
I'm sorry. I'm just like I want all the cool candies.
Tasty werewolf.
I want all the cool candies. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There's such good candy over there.
That's insane, right? Okay, everything starts at 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get rid of that. All right.
It talks about an archery merit inside of the drop-down menu for merits, but I'm not finding one.
There is an archery fighting style, and I don't think
Yes.
I have the book anymore that's in. Let me see.
Pete, we're going to be rolling into town, it sounds like. Do you have a drive, or shall I take some drive?
I was thinking about taking some drive.
All can drive.
I definitely could as well.
All can
I
drive.
did scoop for us.
Oh, you got another driver.
Barfly.
Drive is more dangerous
Yeah.
driving.
Like
Drive is
kind of
more
sponsor me
dangerous
easily.
driving.
I don't have the combat book anymore. World of Darkness Combat, which has the archery fighting style in it. It's not that
Another
great
question.
anyway.
That's like
Another
some Hellsing stuff we're talking about.
Big question also. Do you cap attributes at 3 or 4 to begin with? And skills at what level do you cap it for the initial spread?
There's no cap.
No, so I could. What? Okay.
It caps at 6. So, but the second dot, if you want to buy the 5 dot, it costs 2 dots to buy it. So I don't recommend.
Okay. So for example, if I want to have 5 dots in strength, I would need. Okay, gotcha.
See what I'm saying?
25.
Yeah. But you remember, you have 75
go-
XP. You have 75
Yeah,
XP to play with afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
because
that
3 to
now.
4 is 20, and then 4 to 5 is 25. So
Yep.
that's 45 to get to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just to be sure, fighting with claws is brawl, right?
Yes, sir. And mouth. Fighting with your mouth is also brawl.
If it's attached to you permanently, it's brawl. If it's something you can let go of or pick up,
Melee.
I guess in this would be
Weaponry.
Melee,
yeah.
yeah. So that taught me that one. I was like, that's a very easy to remember distinction because I always, all the time between brawl and melee, my brain was like, which one am I using in this instance? But yeah.
5 is a wonderful skill because hitting something with a car does a lot of damage. Like crazy amounts of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Matter of fact, let me take a look at that again. Driving.
I just saw fighting finesse. Taking that a couple times.
Vehicles. 147.
Right. Mental wise, has anyone taken anything that they're trying to be like a computer guy or anything like that? I know we have some crafting going on with Pete's character.
I think computer
You know,
guy
do
even makes
anything.
sense for this crew.
Fair, yeah. It was just an example, I suppose. But like medicine or occult, politics, science, any of those mental things.
I'm gonna have a bit of a cult, but
I got
I'm
to
not a
politics.
very bright guy.
Okay.
I got to
Not a lot to
politics.
back that. Okay.
I'm heavy in occults. I've got a decent amount of investigation, a little bit of crafts, a little bit of medicine.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot of brawl and intimidate.
Note on the character sheet. The untrained penalties under skills. You can use any skill, even if you don't have it. You just take an untrained dice penalty to it. Mental skills are -3, social skills are -1, physical skills are -1.
Oh, I see that there. Okay. How does animal can work in this setting?
Pretty much the same. You can
Okay.
you can not command animals, but they don't like freak out on you. You kind of need it, otherwise they do freak out on you because of what you are.
Thank you. Let me go ahead and put a little need it in that. I think my mental is going to be my 4th category because we're going to be rolling into town and slinging wares and stuff. I want to have a tongue on me. And then I was like, I'm a toad, so that's kind of like a fun double entendre, or however you say that, for having a sly tongue and having a long tongue, being a toad. Stuff.
We're doing toad stuff.
We're doing toad stuff.
Which book did you just pick up there, Crit? Yeah, Armory. I do have that one. Do I?
Wait, tell me more. Tell me more.
There's a lot of weapons in it. And there's fighting styles in it.
That's where the fighting style. That's where fighting style archery is from. And
yeah, I'm looking for knife fighting.
I thought I still had Armory. I do not still have
That
Armory.
sounds like a dope book. Just the name and just a look at that book. That's just World of Darkness Armory book.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple books like that.
That's really cool.
Thought I still
fighting
had that
style,
one.
combat, marksmanship. Fighting style, sniping. Fighting style, Spetsnaz, knife fighting. I'm not dexterous enough for that. Forget it.
I bet your favorite books are the Frog and
Man, I
Toad
wish I still
stories.
had that book.
I bet your favorite books are the Frog and Toad stories.
All right, so I think we have got a really good foundation for session one. Let me give you guys a preview of what we're doing in session one. Let me pull that up real quick. This is just to get everyone hyped and ready to go. Hold on, I got 2 alerts on Discord. Who's alerting me to things? Oh, Sakura is. Oh, your base character sheet. Excellent. 375 points. Thank you very much. Where'd it go?
Okay. Quick question. I'm just looking at the mental here, and I heard people rattle off a lot of things other than being the computer guy. What would there be a use for
like to spend some points?
If
having computers?
if you took computers, right? If you decided to take computers, I would make it worthwhile.
I mean, yeah, I don't see anything else here that sounds like would be for my character either. So it's I'm gonna have to pick one of them. Well, that may not be true. I got my justice virtue that maybe in the mental I can kind of. Yeah, I'll think on that.
Okay. I'm gonna write vignettes for a toad that I hadn't met in. All right, and I gotta So I gotta change up some things. But here's where I was thinking. Well, I'm gonna start with the beginning of one of the vignettes. The mangrove roots cradle your body in the warm shallows. Humid air presses down like a wet blanket. Dragonflies skate over the water's surface. Then, faintly through the rain comes the low hum of a motor. Slow and deliberate. Not the quick chatter of the fisherman heading home. Then we switch to 2 twin gators. Rain patters against your hides as you drift through a narrow bayou channel. One of you leads, the other covers the rear. The water here is tainted brown by runoff. In the reeds, something disturbs the surface. A quick swirl, then stillness. You catch the faint scent of gasoline and metal over the wet earth smell. Then I'd have you do some rolls. So I've got the whole on my stream, I don't know. Let me check.
Moving on mine. Oh, on Saki's stream. Nope. Moving on Saki's stream too. Everything looks good.
Yeah, everything looks good.
Good snacks.
What?
Good snacks.
All right, I think we did some really good work here, guys. We did some really good work.
Yeah.
I just want to wrap up.
Fantastic crew.
Just want to wrap up session 0 real quick. Let's close this up. Our cadence Sessions will run 3 hours on Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be open. I'll always be in the room at about like 7:30 in the Discord, waiting if there's any questions. If you can, try to be around 8:30 if possible. If not, just let me know. That's just so we can set up. We can do testing, make sure everything's working properly. If we got cameras, we get them set up, things like that. If you miss the game, we're just gonna go like your characters got drawn off to something else. It's not going to be very episodic. So if you do miss a game, things are gonna progress, and we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. For stream etiquette, try to keep your mics clear, stay engaged, and remember, we're telling a story. People are watching, so you don't have to be an actor or a voice actor, but we're trying to be entertaining at least. And you guys are old hats at this, so I'm not worried about it. To end tonight,
He called me old.
yes, we are.
He did.
We are old hats at this. Storm rolls in. Lightning flashes across the horizon. Rain hammers the palms and the asphalt. And somewhere in the mangroves, predators move through the night. Claws sharp, eyes burning, while hunters close in. And that's where we'll begin next Saturday. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I'm gonna leave us off with our opening credits. If everybody wants to hear this kick-ass song one final time, and I'm gonna find us someone to raid. Does anyone know of anyone who's on who would like a raid? I think
Not this hour.
I think I see Lost Tribes Gaming. Let me see how long they've been going for. They've been going about 3 hours, so I don't know how much longer they'll be going. Neon Swamp. We raid Neon Swamp a lot, but they're always on. And they're
Hey, Commodore Zed's online. Oh, wait.
yes. Okay, we will be raiding the Neon Swamp in a few minutes. It looks like they're on their break. So we'll just hold off until they get back, and we will raid them once their break is over. I don't know how long they're going to be, so they may not get a raid.
Then music.
Heart Ripper?
Ripper, nice.
Then music.
Heart Ripper.
Yeah, I like the fact that our little gator family came together, and we've got Uncle Cletus there as our din warden. We've got a couple heart rippers and a wind dancer. It's a good little crew coming together.
I need to, yeah. I need to decide between the two. I think it's either Hard Ripper or oh yeah.
So I am going to bring us to the Neon Swamp. All right, guys, let's give them our love, even though we're in break. Neon Swamp. And I will set us off. All right, people. Thank you. Stick with the raid. And we're going to play our end credits. We will see you on Monday.
Swamps are breathing, shadows crawl. Moonlight howls, it sees it all. Teeth and claws, no time to pray. Beasts are kings, the weak decay. Feral Florida, the wild runs deep, where the monsters wake and the hunted sleep. No mercy here, only fangs and fight in the savage dark under blood red light. Bodies clash, the air ignites. Predators born for endless fights. No gods, no rules, just primal screams. In the keys we
Yeah, I decided to not do the 75 points as I'm so tired. Don't trust my math.